Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, everyone, back to the Barry Melrose Place NHL94 tournament. This is the SNES group play. We have a matchup between Ryan A. and Hank the Tank. Seems like the feed for the Super Nintendo music is quite loud.
Man, it feels so weird right now.
Oh, it goes to the deke and doesn't get it.
Hilarious. I want to pass more.
Stream's a little choppy. It will sort itself out here. We're just getting live. It's a little busy at the venue, so internet may be a challenge. We're doing our best here, folks. Had a pretty good stream most of the day. Roenick to Larmer. Larmer trying to go short side. Chelios.
Dude, I'm just...
Steve Smith.
So weird.
And here comes the great one. He's so fast. No Jimmy Carson sighting, which we normally see in the SNES play. And Rudy gets crashed into. They're rolling into the modern NHL rules where they're trying to protect the goalies in this game. Steve Larmer goes into the sin bin for interference, 2 minutes for the minor. Thought it might be having icing there. Rob Blake coming in. And he gets a short side deke on Belfour. Rob Blake with the first goal of the game. 1-0 Los Angeles over Chicago. Cheers to you and yours. It's been a long day here.
Nice finish,
And
dude.
Larmer with that deke. Both goals scored with that short side deke. That's really an important skill to have in the 94 SNES version. Robitaille gets crushed by Roenick. And Rudy guesses the right way. Blake up to Sandstrom, gets taken down by Smith. Smith coming down, that powerful defender. And Rudy stands tall. And that's the end of the first period. 1-1.
Just fine, man. You're going to do just fine.
Back up. Back up if you would. You're out of the...
Oh, back up.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
There you go. The other back.
Man, it's gonna take like 3 or 4 games to get
I wish I played you right away.
You had a better chance. I say that like I already beat you when I haven't.
And we have the marsh pegs removal system in place.
You should keep playing.
Do you want ketchup or anything? Some ranch with her for my son. He's the only kid that's here at the Blackhawks hat. Over there. Carter?
Yes, Gretzky on the bench.
Food being distributed. Got to keep yourself fed, hydrated. Blake trying to go cross crease. Belfour is there. Jimmy Carson at the center. Rob Blake brings it past the center line into the zone. Gets held up by Steve Smith. He's relentless. Jimmy Carson, and he's taken down from behind by Roenick. Roenick's going to go in the sin bin. No, excuse me, that was Steve Smith, rather.
I thought it was Roenick, too.
I think he has some sort of immunity. He is Roenick. And we got another penalty, and McSorley does him dirty. The stick might have got up on that one. What do you think?
What?
The stick might have got up on that one. What do you think?
I don't know. He was all right, man.
It's 2-1. Rob Blake. If you don't get a body on these guys, and now Jimmy Carson with the one-timer, the shorthand advantage, as we like to call it. Crashing the net again is Carson. Here comes Roenick, 240 in the second remaining. Carson.
Nice save, man.
Oh, but the putback is there. He didn't get enough of it, and Carson finishes it off 4-1. Ryan A. really asserting himself here early, starting to get in the rhythm of the SNES game. Variety of scoring. We're seeing some dekes and one-timers. Creative opportunities going all the way across the shoulder of Belfour. And 5-1, it is getting out of hand. We do have a 6-goal mercy rule in this, as far as 6-goal differential. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Man, I just love that music, that organ music. We miss having our friend Dan Rafferty here playing the organ this time around. Have a habit of singing on the broadcast. Here we go. 2-on-1, and Steve Smith now going the other way. And he beats Rudy short side Steve Smith, and we got a 2-5 game. It is not over, folks. Blake gets intercepted by Smith. Smith comes up and taken down by Martin McSorley like he had something to prove.
Trying to score like it's freaking. Nice period.
End of the second period, 5-2. Ryan A. with a commanding lead. However, Hank has the last score here. Not out of the reach. The deke game is strong for him, but he needs to improve his chances with more opportunities and more breaks. Sandstrom moving free here. Gives it right back to Gretzky. Got beat, but somehow Belfour got back. Robitaille trying to go short side. He's got him, and that's a 6th goal of the game. 6-2, Luca Robitaille. Over Hank the Tank, 4:28, third period.
You gotta try man goalie. The dekes.
McSorley taking it down, and there's the manual goalie. Belfour standing tall, taking away the strong defender. Goulet taken down. Here comes Gretzky taken down by Chelios. Chelios trying to go to the far side. Pass intercepted by Rudy, and here comes the great one. Great one trying to create some space, and he's gobbled up and got the deke and taken down by Chelios up to Larmer. Larmer is now breaking away and taken down by Rudy. Robitaille has a deke and taken down by Belfour. Steve Smith to Larmer. Larmer charging that, taken down. We're going to have a penalty shot.
There you go, good man goalie.
You good on your food? The breakaway, and it's stopped by Rudy. Yeah, he doesn't appreciate the energy. Belfour to Larmer. Larmer. Bad pass. Roenick's got it, but he's got people behind him. Taken down. The goal almost trickles in. Here it comes. Robitaille. Far post. Misses. Larmer back the other way. Larmer to Goulet. Time running out here for Hank, who's down 4 goals. And now we get another breakaway. Lumber just trying to get to the back here. They aren't seeing a lot of the one-timer creatings here. It's just a lot of deke right now. It's kind of the 50-50 game. What side do you think they're going to go to? And the putback got a little... And here's the hat trick. Hats on the ice for Luke Robitaille. Yes, sir, that's sort of the dagger. 7-2, 5-goal game here. And this will help Ryan's quest to get better seating in the SNES bracket. It's a quality SNES competition. We've already seen these guys play pickup games. They know what they're doing. Goulet with the breakaway.
Well, they gave you the beep, dude.
And that's the game. 7-2. Ryan A. over Hank the Tank.
Yeah, you too. No, your manual's excellent. Your manual's very good. I think if you had started that earlier in the game, you started that earlier in the game, it would have been, I think we would have had a very good game.
So you're going to see here, you're going to see my argument why Boston is better than Pittsburgh.
I don't know if I'm going to agree on that argument. Pittsburgh can fight with Boston, and they got better skill.
Let's see here. The Anatar swears, Anatar and Bob Kudelski are pretty big name guys. They swear that Boston's better, but only in the hands of better players.
Sure, I can see that.
But
They check so hard, they just give up a little speed. What was that you just did?
turn on defensive control. If you want to hit L or R, and it'll
I
select your
forgot.
left or right. You can also turn that on if you like.
Oh,
So
yeah. I forgot. I'll have to remember that because I did that a couple times. I'm like, why isn't this working? Am I pressing the wrong one? Yeah, because I know about that option in the game. It's just that it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal to me. I got to figure out because I'm not good at the deep move, so it's like.
So looks like you already have it. We start moving the arrows. Start moving the arrows. Okay, now go back down. Turn it on. And so if you hit L instead of hitting the closest defenseman,
Yeah.
it takes the left defenseman and the right,
Right
defenseman.
defenseman, right.
New record, I think, quadruple overtime. You had one of those yet?
No. That's some offensive.
Let's do
handling, man.
it. Good luck, man. Good luck.
The Bork giveth and the Bork taketh away. Hollow Notes! Oh! Ron Francis. Moke standing tall.
It's like when you do a deep, they just get dumb and stand there.
Yeah, you definitely got a manual to the side. This guy.
Ah, there's a penalty on me. You touched the goal. Damn. You see the speed of this game too. Like get used to it. Like, I even tried taking over the goal. Well, at least I'm not worried.
I lost my first game against a SNES player, so. So I just needed some adjustment game. I wish I played someone else. Welcome to the Edge of 94 Wisconsin tournament. Live from your mother's bedroom. away. The board gave him the board taken away.
Plus, the other thing too is like you gotta use the pressing X to take over.
Oh, let me shoot it! Must have been a board shot. Defensemen are much harder to stop.
Let's do this.
Good game, man.
Finish it off.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I just want to try to get used to playing it.
You can mark down 6-0. Get some practice in. So you see how I'm going, starting to go far side and then I go short side?
Yeah.
That's like a bread and butter in this. See? And I didn't let it happen.
Yeah, I know, but I just, I don't feel like I could repeat it in the same situation. I get it.
They're so fast. You're the man. Nice here. Oh, almost a putback. Oh, he just wants to keep playing. Oh, that one did. I lost the game already. Yeah, well, I had a hard work glitch, and I was down like 3 goals with a minute left. And people outplayed me. I wasn't a slow to manual.
Oh, 10 seconds. Hey, man, I'm happy to see you.
You guys will like practice the crap out of this one now.
Yeah, we'll have.
You'll have all these systems. I'll have to lend you like some 94 cards.
Yeah, no, I got one myself, but it's like.
I'll lend you like 3 or 4 or something. I'll see you in April, so.
Oh,
I put it on the calendar. Pending some family concern.
I think consolation.
Who do I gotta play now?
Hey, Mort, would you like to play?
Yeah, let's get it over with.
I got my Rizika. Glenn Wesley.
You want to call it?
Okay.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I got a real boy.
Okay. Heads.
Odds, tails.
Good. I'm tired of picking the damn tiers.
I don't blame you.
Like, I've literally won like 80% of the coin flips today.
Let's see. I just want to do a different tier than what I've done so far. So, let's do tier 5.
Okay. I'm the whale.
Dun, 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 dun.
Be Charlie?
Well, 5-4 classic hat hockey thing. Grinding it out.
Who you got? I'm sorry. Mort?
I got Dallas. He has Hartford.
Hatfit.
Gotta get that Zarley Zalapski going. We did the Zarley Zalapski challenge last year.
Which is what?
Just most points scored with him in a game meant a prize. It was right after he died, so
What was the win?
I don't even remember. It was some tchotchke.
No, how many though?
3, maybe 3 points.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that much. Where's the
Good luck,
Dallas
dude.
Stars? Am I waiting to play the game again? Is that what's going on? You're playing Hangtown?
No, I'm not. I had to because I set it up. Play or what?
No offside.
Yeah. No, because I set it up when your controller was out, so it was only giving us one player.
Oh, I'm with you.
It's like, I was trying to figure, why is it doing that? But then I was like, yeah, because the controller wasn't doing it. Oh, there you go.
Man, the temperature has been like up and down today.
I hear you.
I was cold earlier. You know what it is? A bunch of people left.
Yeah, that too.
Oh man, interesting.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay. There's no, the weight thing is not in SNES, you know.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite. Yeah, I know.
Okay. I was just making sure. 'Cause
Yeah,
I've
no, I
never
know
looked
that.
at the weight before.
I know, I'm making sure I don't have too many small guys with my key players. That's what I was doing.
I got you.
I don't want to have like these small guys out there getting just crushed.
I think there's a little bit more speed differential though.
Oh yeah.
Like the Sega guys aren't that much faster than each other.
Yeah.
The SNES guys are a lot, like there's a big difference when you have a really slow guy,
Yeah.
they feel really slow.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure I got, you should put defensive control.
Okay.
Let me see if I make any changes. No, I'm good.
Alright, ready?
I'm ready, man.
Good luck,
dude.
So fast though. It's like.
They start skating downhill. Like
Yeah,
they build
yeah, I
their-
know, I know.
Nice play.
So close.
Post. Fuck.
No, I couldn't even. I was stuck.
Okay. Nice save. Oh! Good read. Nice period, man. Nice period. It's good hockey.
check. Nice, nice. Thank you very much.
Dude, I gotta break some bad habits. Trickle! Dick trickle! That's a bad one, man.
Yeah, it happens.
Hey, good game, man.
That's probably like my 5th game. Like getting used to the goals and just that speed.
You got used to the goalie really quickly, though. That
Yeah.
was good, man.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah. Well,
It was very hard to
took
score.
Me, yeah, it took me
Took
to
me a
5
while.
seconds
Yeah,
left. Like that
that's
was
right.
an improvement.
That's right. That's right.
No, it's
That's right.
different games. Definitely different games.
Oh,
Sounds
yeah,
good,
for
sounds good.
sure.
I love
There's-
it. I love it. Yeah.
I'm still thinking like I'm playing Sega.
Yeah, I know. You gotta
Like,
switch over to the new
I haven't done
For
it.
me, the deets really don't come yet. Sure. So these are all the matchups left to book. So anywhere where the name, home and away can still flop, but these are all the matchups that you can.
You're four.
So, small improvement.
A good choice. A good choice for me, Ryan.
I think we'll still be done by the game.
Tier 4 is a...
Are you your whole Chicago group?
Alright, I'll play Flyers. Better teams. My whole thought process was so timeless. If I'm gonna go down and lose, I'm playing with teams that you know, one big difference between us and you is Sega. We don't play much seconds. Big speed differences. Sega is not play with slow guys.
Momentum's so close, the puck to the body separates from it.
Yeah, we play this. I don't play a lot of
Yeah, I only really
Sega or
no.
ready? Right. I don't think I switch anything. Yeah, I stay there. I just gotta make sure that's safe.
Carter, how you doing? You win any games?
Well, I did.
You winning the Super Nintendo games?
Good luck, dude.
Yes. Finished now. And
Are you having fun, Carter?
no, not all that much.
Me neither.
Anybody want a puck?
Me.
Uh-oh, we got a mini commentator going on here. Professional broadcaster here.
All right, 5-0 San Jose.
What's up, Smith?
You doing manual bowling when I was here close?
Sometimes. Depending on your angle.
Okay, now I know everything. Okay, save.
And I guess the other half of the time is crap.
He's just sitting there because he's embarrassed.
Come on, Sylvain Turgeon.
I am obviously not the best commentator.
Oh, someone cheated.
Everyone in our league, we play each other all the time. So
He must be really slow.
Doug Wilson came out with a bucket on.
Hey, excuse me, you're not the announcer here. Or aka broadcaster.
Hey!
He scores! Goal! And it wasn't Trojan, so I'm happy.
they're all the reason we don't play with them. Line changes are terrible.
He shoots it from half court, and it's safe. That is the end of the period, folks.
Kevin Cabrera would like to say, come on, Hank, don't let a scrub like Troy beat you down.
Agreed.
Cabrera, we're gonna start playing blindfolded NHL 94. We expect you to step up.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he does the blindfold. Oh, I could not have.
And Hank brings out the tank.
I is this game closer? Do you play this much or?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Kevin says, "Let's go," all caps.
Let's go.
Geez, they don't have great audio or AKA music for this game. They need to step it up. How about some pop? Off the post, very unfortunate for everyone.
Third post, they just opened it up an inch.
Wow, some very boring action here. This is why I am not the commentator. He scores!
Oh, there's someone else scored.
Minnesota North Star, Perry Harrison.
Other than Falloon.
Hey, it was Trojan. What a surprise. Oh, how mean. Don't do that. Apparently the goalie is the strongest guy in this game because if you run into him, you fall down yourself. Face off. If you want some info on me, I'm just going to say I'm not good at this version of NHL94.
Sketch.
And the game is over. Unfortunately, Trojan wins, but okay. All right, back to work. Looks like we have another game going. Green Magic, LA, and EA, right?
Yeah.
EA, Chicago.
We represent.
Represent the west side.
Champions Fears. Champions Fears. Finish! Come on, Brenda Moore, you shithead.
We've got some potty mouth in the house.
We'll have to go back and delete.
Well, we have the child at color commentary.
It's gotten real over
Now, for those of you just joining us that have not played in a Edge of 94 tournament before, we do allow line changes. We're playing 3-minute periods. Ugh, I can't speak. I haven't been on the mic enough today. We are playing penalties on except offsides to try and keep things moving.
Robitaille's got that sweet mullet action.
Otherwise there'd be a stoppage of play every 5 seconds.
Juicy.
I feel like I should let my hair down.
Yeah. We play with Robitaille.
Interestingly enough here, EA and Magic are right next to each other in the current group rankings, each with 1 win and 2 losses. Kings get the puck, but it's quickly taken by the Blackhawks, and we have a goal in 9 seconds. 9-second goal, folks.
Wow. I think winner of this goes on the top of the leaderboard. I think that's
Chicago with the puck, taken away, and they get it back, crossing the ice, and I got to step away.
Oh, Joe Murphy.
all right. Wayne Gretzky has the puck. I have no idea who this guy is.
Sounds like a freaking,
Jeremy Roenick. A goal. Assist for Larmer, whatever his first name is. EA is on top 2-0.
man, I always rush to try to check.
Chelios.
Yeah, it's.
All right, boys.
Comes Magic up. Never mind.
Oh!
And
Counted.
a penalty shot for EA.
That was so dirty. Green Magic.
Ooh, it's spinning.
JR is taking the shot.
Ooh, a penalty shot. What did I
And
miss?
scores.
And he got it in. That is a hat trick off the penalty shot.
Jeremy Roenick hot in the first 2 minutes.
Unbelievable. We're already seeing 3-0 here, not even halfway through the first period yet. Keep in mind, folks, we do have a 6-goal differential mercy rule. So we are halfway there.
Oh,
Chaos on the ice right now.
This is a practice game, right?
no, this is real.
It's real.
Yeah. As real as it ever gets.
For all the marbles.
Yeah, this is it.
Apparently,
Championship game, I heard.
this is a real matchup. I thought it was just practice, but apparently not. Magic has the puck. Dumps it in. Icing. I feel like I've never broadcast before. I'm only 11, so new to the job.
All right, and I'm back. We've got 4 games left to group play before we get to seed our brackets. Looks like we got a face-off, and the Red Hawks take it. Lots of action in front of that net. Keeping the goalie very busy. Bring it up
Yeah, I
on the right
know.
side.
Yeah, I know, Kevin. I am kind of harsh.
Off the skates. Butterfingers of a pass there. Kings taking it, but a deep check. Carving in, and nice defense again. Taking that manual player control to get possession back. He crosses, and great shot. Gets one back for the Kings. Right now, 3-1 EA in the lead, and that's the end of the first period.
Magic using his powers.
With this whistle, they have the opportunity to change lines. Let's see if they make any adjustments. And it looks like the players agree to continue on into the second period. Kings win the puck, but quickly recovered by the Blackhawks. We have a lot of Chicago natives in attendance at games today, and I think it's been showing in the teams being selected for play. And it's in. Green Magic with a nice shot.
Wayne Gretzky getting it done again.
To 2.
Green Magic using his powers.
Too much traffic in front of the net for that cross. We'll see what happens when it opens up here. Goalie walks out a little too far and ices the puck.
I would like, instead of Green Magic, I'd call it Red Magic.
Detroit basketball.
I know a professional wrestler by the name of Red Lightning.
Really?
Oh, looks like a good pass opportunity, and it's in.
Roenick. Roenick has his 4th. All right.
The left side of the net was just waiting wide open with 2 possible offensive players there. Definitely an opportunity shot. Ooh, passed right back to the offense.
Yes, Genesis is complete.
Yes, Sega Genesis is done. We are currently playing SNES. And if you look back through our chat history, you can see the challenge brackets for our Sega Genesis tournament, which wrapped up a couple hours ago now. I think it was about 3:45 when we finished that.
Roenick gets his 5th.
A little past the net there for that pass opportunity. Let's see if Chicago can take it back up. Laid out in front of the net, not going to go anywhere with that. Crossing the ice, let's see if he sets it up again, and nope, easy one for the goalie to pick up. A little back and forth here, playing in center ice.
Roenick
Breakaway, and it's
has
in.
his 6th. Double hat trick for Roenick.
6-2, so we're back up to a 4-point differential again.
Roenick is beating LA by himself.
Pretty much. And that's saying quite a bit with Gretzky on LA's side. He's made a goal or 2, but that's about it. down to the last 30 seconds in the second period here. Chicago up by 4. And that is a penalty shot. That's our second penalty shot in this game. Let's see what happens. Can he capitalize? No.
All right, I'm taking break time.
All right, we'll see a little trouble.
It's not my shift anymore.
And that is the second period. Let's see where it goes from here. This is one of the 4 games left to the group stage here in our SNES tournament.
Nick, you're a man of wearing many hats today.
Chicago has the puck heading down south and pass back and back to the goalie. Kings taking the opportunity here. Losing it again in center ice.
Oh, what?
That is a stuffed net. Lots of traffic out front.
What are you trying to say?
Lord. Coming down the right side. Crosses, passes, and just wide of the net. Chicago with the puck again, centers it, and easily picked up by the defenders. Gretzky coming close, passes it off, gets it back, no. Intercepted by Chicago. Taking it down the sheet again, passed, and picked up by the goalie. Here's the pass, and intercepted by Wayne Gretzky. Bringing it back up the sheet. Another pass, and taken down. Manual goalie comes out, but is easily able to get it away. LA has the puck again, up behind the net, comes out, and back to Chicago. Chicago takes it down behind the net.
Pretty sure Roanoke wants a 7th. But it's not going to happen. 'Cause the game is over.
That is the game.
EA takes it 6-2. With this game wrapped up, we should be moving on to bracket play, / tournament play, / everything play.
All right, folks, we're going to have a special treat for you in just a second. I'm going to get the game started here. We have our final game of group phase coming in on the stream, so bear with us while we get set up.
The opponents are Ryan Murphy and Ben McDonald. So we have the Islanders, or I should say, the Devils and the Islanders.
Are you going tear down?
I'm going to tear it up.
I'll give you 6 minutes. Minute into the second, end it.
Please know, everyone is watching this game, and now I am like free because I am the broadcaster now.
Hey, good luck, guys. Thanks for being here.
Devils and Islanders. Just to note, the Islanders is a tier down here at the Edge of 94. We select teams by pre-ranked tiers. So this is a tier 4-5 matchup. Islanders start with the puck, taking it up, and they get it right away.
Ryan's on the board. Looking for another one.
Oh, you didn't want
And
it.
he gets stuffed.
Nice checking the boards.
Destroyed by Stephanie Riche. Alexander Seaback. Darius Kasparaitis.
Bring it up the zone.
Trojan, feel free. Feel free if you want the mic. You can take it. You are far more qualified than I, sir.
You're way far more qualified than I.
You know what? You earned that. You earned that way.
Ryan wants to face up, brings it up.
And a goal.
Beautiful one-timer to Thomas.
Unbelievable. Scoring shorthanded, nonetheless. Interception coming up on the right side, crosses to center. Pass across, and just a little late, he's into the back of the net.
Pardon the matchup. Ryan M is New Jersey and Ben is New York.
Thank you. I will correct that now. Why can't I find it here?
Right next to it.
There we go. My eyes were failing me there.
Tarjan brings it up the zone,
Islanders heading up.
and he gets denied.
Ramble for the puck. Goalie lays down for that one, but is able to hold it back. Devils coming down, and the Islanders take it back up. That's the end of the first period.
Score of 2-0 Ben. And if you think Ben is trash, he really is.
Goalie to goalie there. Bringing the puck back into play.
I call this more of a lacrosse.
And it's a hooking penalty. I didn't see anything.
You saw it.
I didn't see a thing.
Terrible call.
Wow.
I did not see
Hey, you both saw that. What is this?
Another power play. Let's just see if he can take this opportunity to score shorthanded again.
Jeez, I've never even seen a hook in this game.
That was quick. Puck's frozen. We're going to face off in the lower right. Once again, Islanders a little shorthanded here, but they have control of the puck. Bringing it in, and right around the edge, a second shorthanded goal here. Bringing our score to
Ryan looks a
0-3.
little disappointed. Tarjan,
The face off, bringing it in.
Ryan brings it up the zone looking for something. He doesn't get anything.
Hard into the boards.
Many checks in the Islander zone.
Puck's out in the middle of nowhere. Ben's able to take control again and doesn't get anything out of it. Ryan with a one-on-one, and he puts it in.
Oh, what do you mean bad goal? All your goals are bad goals.
One back for the Jersey Devils.
Ryan says that it was a really good goal.
Little Trojan, did you
Very
catch where we
impressive.
still? Oh, and another one, back to back.
And Ryan is back in it.
Did you catch if that first one was in the penalty play, or was he out at that point? I missed it. Good note for those of you just joining us. We are playing with offsides turned off, but penalties are on. That's why you see some of the puck handling may look a little offsides. We are not counting that. Open ice check. Sends the puck sailing to the goalie. He's able to put it away. But, back and forth. And the buzzer brings us to the end of the second period.
That was very dangerous at the end.
It was a very, very dangerous move. I'm not sure if we were saved by the buzzer or if he was just able to keep it out of the net.
If Ryan takes home this win, I'm going to feel accomplished because that means then I can beat Ben.
It's close. I mean, it's 2-3 right now. Coming down on the left side of the ice. Passes to center, passes to left wing, and loses control. Islanders taking north.
I feel accomplished when I beat someone who's in the top 5 ranking.
You should. And that's one of the amazing things about this tournament is the caliber of players that show up here and travel and are willing to participate. It's just unbelievable. Even if you don't have a great shot in the overall rankings, it's a treat just to play against some of the world's best.
And Ben has gotten a comfortable lead back, but that does not mean he's going to just sit there.
I wouldn't hold it against Ryan though. I saw him score in 10 seconds earlier, and there's 3 minutes and counting left in this round. Goalie's out of position. Will they capitalize? Can't quite get there in time, but they still have possession.
And Brian
a quick pass.
has gotten that goal back.
Able
It's
to
a
get that
one-goal
right
game.
back in. It's a 1-goal game. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 1 goal separation.
I can bet they're both shaking right now. That's what I feel. When it's a 1-goal game, I'm always shaking. Even if I have the lead, I'm still shaking.
Well, that's the thing, and the other, delta to keep in mind is the pressure of knowing that you're on the stream. You're the live game with the live commentary, hearing us talk about them. It puts an extra element to the game that you don't get playing at home on your PC and, on an online stream game. Plus, keep in mind, all of the players here today have played at least 10 games.
No way.
So they're all fatigued.
way.
A penalty shot with 30 seconds.
If Ryan
Will he
capitalizes,
tie it here? And
or
he
he
will!
capitalizes,
Tied game, 30 seconds to go.
Ben must be very disappointed.
And we play until there's a winner. So even if that clock expires, the game is not over. Oh, an injury.
And due to that hit, there will be a penalty.
He'll be hurt for a whole 26 seconds, folks. But that does bring out the power play, which I believe would carry into overtime.
It would.
I'm not a scholar of NHL94 by any means, but
he's
I'm
bringing
pretty
it in.
sure that will extend into the next period of overtime.
Yes, it will.
Just like
Now Ryan, from down 3-0, comes back and ties it.
That's one
Forces
heck of a
overtime.
matchup.
I know, right? I'm pretty sure every goal is a big goal.
Absolutely.
Unless you're up 15-0. Or 15-0, whatever you want to call it.
Lots of open ice checks here. Islanders are able to get possession. Cross the net. Can we get it in? Walks it across. Goalie comes out to take it and ices it right away.
Very dangerous move.
41 seconds left on that power play. And intercepted by the wing. Or I should say the sweeper.
Nice save
Puck's
by whoever
deep.
the goalie is.
And that's going to bring us back to full strength on the ice.
What?
Oh.
A penalty.
What?
And it
Delayed
doesn't
penalty
go
call.
in. Ryan takes it in the zone. Tries a one-timer. Can't finish it.
All right.
And that'll bring out. It was a call for interference
Jersey.
on the New York
And
Islanders.
Turgeon goes to the box. Big loss for Ben.
Comes around the back of the net. Doesn't see anything he likes. Goes back to it. Taken down heavy, and now it's the Islanders puck crossing on the right side. Another delayed penalty call. And he doesn't get to touch up. Jersey's keeping it moving, and there's the touch.
It will be a 5-on-3 in overtime.
You're right, 5-on-3 in overtime, and he's not going to get one of those players back before the end of this period.
So he'll have to play strong. Ryan, a 3-on-2, brings it into the zone, intercepted. Ben takes it in.
Ben, of course, shorthanded here, but don't hold that against him. He's already scored twice shorthanded in this game. Passes across.
What a save.
Goalie saves it.
Turgeon comes out of the box.
Poked away, but easily recovered.
Let's go, Stevens.
Lots of action out front. Lots of action. And that's the end of the first period of overtime.
And,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, we
and
keep
they're
playing.
going to double overtime.
All right.
Now, if Ryan didn't score that goal at the end,
And just play.
we wouldn't still be here.
Yep, first score wins.
Until like the third period anyway. This is a problem for me.
Brand new ball game.
Kevin
So on the record, it's 4-4 going into this
Kevin says
game.
tie game, both are eliminated.
Unfortunately, Kevin, that's not the rules we're playing here today. But this is group stage, so nobody's eliminated anyway.
Thanks, guys.
Right.
Hey, Charlie, we got a double OT going.
What did I do here?
I
I was on the power I know.
Right, yeah.
Now they have to do all that stupid line.
Angry Jay just pointed out that due to the limitations of the game, he loses the power play he deserves into this overtime period.
And down, I believe, actually.
So good call there on Jay pointing that out. Of course, nobody would question Angry Jay's knowledge of NHL 94.
I think I might get hired for the championship game.
Yeah?
I hope so.
I think we'll probably bring Trojan back down to announce for the championship game, assuming he's not playing in it. I think that's probably a safe assumption, but I didn't say that.
Come on.
All right, here we are back in the first period, a.k.a. second overtime. Jersey Devils start with the puck, taking their time on the right side of the ice. Getting in close, no opportunities. Goalie's able to stop that. And now the Islanders will take it north. And put
Ben.
in, that is it. It goes down as a 5-4 victory for Ben.
Ben takes the dub.
We will be making the tournament brackets at this time, so bear with us for a few minutes, and we'll be back with more broadcasts in just a little bit.
Scores, guys.
So with King Raff here, we're going to get this. Who is our next matchup here?
I don't know. Let's see. Gartner and Phil.
Someone should be playing on stream.
No one?
I can play you.
Go for it.
You got some young ears in the room, gentlemen. Act accordingly.
Yeah. Bite your lip when the
Yeah, Shield. We're Shield.
when the
Get
trickles
Shield's
in.
muzzle.
Well, I seriously need a match, though.
AJ, let's do
Yeah, I mean,
commentary.
I'm ready if you.
Trojan and EA, and then
Alright.
you got AJ and Raph.
Oh, what a privilege.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Wow, royalty.
I suppose this would
This
reality once I get eliminated.
This is rating.
Is it a one and done?
All right.
Well, it's no, it's a 2 out of 3, but one
We have expert analysis here. We're going to have
Troy.
the round 2 matchup of Trojan, who's the 6th seed, against EA, the 11th seed here.
Yeah, Trojan was very pumped up about this matchup. He was flexing, showing the guns.
This is the
Yeah.
SNES is his forte.
So,
There he goes again.
you want some shitbirds?
So we have best of 3. Trojan, the higher seed, will be picking the tier.
What do you call?
EA will. Wait,
Well,
you have to flip the corner.
All right, player 1.
yeah, you're higher seed.
Just pick it as.
Oh, that's right. We're on the head. That's right. You were
Reminding Trojan of his own rules.
Kick him out.
So
Let's do 4.
tier 4 picked.
A little surprising. Troy, I noticed, was picking some tier 1 matchups earlier.
Yeah. Interesting.
Certainly some heavyweights in this tier: New Jersey, St. Louis, Philadelphia, Toronto.
If I had checking, I would pick New Jersey because you got Stevens, Fetisov on defense. I think Claude Lemieux's on there.
All right, cool. I like
Riche, yeah,
Bobby Holik.
yeah.
Oh, you're saying.
You know, maybe C-Mac for some stick handling there.
No,
Not-
no,
not
stick, no stick handling. Just
just
grind it out.
Just grind it out. All right.
Pound him into the boards.
And then we're gonna leave Troy. Probably takes my guess is St. Louis, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, they have the better defense compared to Philadelphia and Brett Hall.
Hall, right? Because he's got all that agility
And
stick
Shanahan.
handling. Can't knock him down.
Shanahan's a good counterpart in the Super Nintendo version.
Hey, Kevin Caballero, man. Hey, thinking about you. Thanks for joining into the stream.
But you know, it's fine. Whatever. I'm just getting used to it. Like
All right, where's? All right, I'm looking at the screen here. It is a game.
We need to score
Oh, yeah, you're right. I got too many screens here.
There's a lot of screens.
Information overload.
We just play the games. We don't really do a lot of the announcing commentary.
No, there was a time where we talked about doing some commentary together.
Yes.
That was many, many years ago.
But what the idea would be to like pause it, talk about it. Like doing it on the fly is really a tough skill. It's I have a lot of appreciation for the guys who could call the matches as they're happening. I need to pause it. The game's too fast for me to like spew out my thoughts as they happen.
Maybe if we ask them really nice, they'll pause it.
Can you guys do a replay of that last pass?
I just
It was
want to make sure
amazing.
it's not BS.
Yeah, I wanted to highlight where you were positioned.
Looks like we got the puck drop, but there's a bit of a technical difficulty.
Minus forfeited.
All right.
So
Game 1 to EA.
Trojan DQ'd.
I hope you enjoy that.
Yes. And EA is.
It is all set up then.
Hey, this is when you beat me. This TV, you had New Jersey and I had I think Montreal. And you
Last
beat me.
year? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I was salty about it. And you took me down with Danico.
Ken Danik. Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oh, because Arda was here. He was yelling at me. Yeah, that's right. I remember that
They
now.
were pressuring and he was like a -2 rating.
Yeah, use Danico because I'd just gotten the privilege of playing him on the
Rob, is
big
that the
screen.
guy you played on the big screen?
Yeah, Ken Danico. So surreal. Still surreal.
What teams are we in?
New Jersey and Philadelphia.
Thank you.
New Jersey and
God bless
Philly.
America.
So Trojan actually goes
It's
to
a long
Philadelphia.
day.
They have a much more vanilla defense, but Eric Lindros, Rod Brindamore,
Yeah, I could see that. The Broadway bullies here. Like, I mean,
punishing duo, and then you got Recky, who's an even better stick handler
yeah. You know what?
Greg
You're
Janney.
right. Thinking about, I got to get an SNES mode. Like, Lindros is actually going to be. He's not fast, but he's big. He's got a big shot. He's going to check the hell out of everyone. I'm assuming.
than, and he could possibly shrug off Stevens and Fetisov in some instances.
You know what's interesting though? What I've noticed playing some of the really strong SNES competitors, like going and scoring with your defenseman is not unheard of. In fact, like taking Stevens all the way in, just going in and deking is you know pretty common. I've gotten burned on that. And you just don't see that as a lot in Genesis. You just it's too high risk, but in SNES you can take Stevens all the way for sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier to check someone down in Genesis, whether it's CB checking or weight buck checking
Yeah.
or the poke check, whereas Super Nintendo, it's a little bit more wide open.
It's a free for all.
Yeah, you can be a little bit more risky with your play selection.
Yeah,
I'm just here
absolutely.
So I think we're gonna have some exciting hockey here in this bracket play because of that.
Change screen or what?
This is some of the best action we've had all day, really.
All right, you got to find an SNES controller.
Love looking at Dmitry Yuskevich's mug here, and we're resetting yet again. So this is game 3 now.
All right.
They've each forfeited one game.
1-1 now, and now
1-1.
we're
This is
inside of game
exciting.
3.
They're running out of the material.
Very efficient. We're done, guys.
Somehow we saw the same matchup as well.
We covered everything we know about Philly and New Jersey.
So one thing to keep in mind with the Super Nintendo version is that the goalie, when in auto control, doesn't necessarily matter a whole lot. So while in Genesis, Soderstrom's a bit of an advantage over Terreri, in Super Nintendo, it's just not really a thing.
I have not been able to see any difference in goalies almost at all. It's frustrating in some aspect because it's just meaningless. You just have a little brick over there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Some people tell me it does matter. I don't see it.
It has to be minimal, if anything, because I don't really see anything either.
Yeah. You get a deke, it's in.
And your goalies, they all move like bricks. So what's one brick compared to another?
Right. They don't give as many rebounds, I feel like, in SNES versus Genesis. Like you get, you can't do that rebound goal where you kind of tap it in there and the goalie moves out the way and you try to score in there. Not really an opportunity here. This is, for me, everything I've noticed is just dekes and if you get the one-timer in.
Yeah.
Not much else.
No slappers. And actually in this game, it's probably preferable to use a goalie animation when you're using the goalie because they'll take up more space in the crease. And they don't hold their position as long as they do in Genesis, so they recover a little bit quicker. Then you can take control of them again, obviously.
Yeah, you get that sprawl. They pretty much cover the whole net there.
I know when I play Anatar or Bob Kudelski, they're really good at getting that very specific animation, and they just take up post to post, and you just can't do anything.
EA looking, I would keep Claude in there, man. Yeah.
That's your boy right there.
Claude Richet, and then here's your wild card. You see who you want to put in there? Another fat guy.
Bill Guerin.
Billy Guerin. I would stick with Zelapukin or C-Mac here.
Yeah, I might go Stastny. He's similar, but he's got a bit more girth to him.
Yeah, we definitely agree. Stevens, Fetisov, Lemieux, and Richet, and then who you want there is, I guess, your
Holik is obviously
Bobby
another
Holik.
wild
He's
card.
going another. Yeah, but he's the heavier guy.
Not as much skill as everybody else that we mentioned, though.
Yeah.
But he does have 4 speed.
And interestingly though, I mean, he's going up against Philly, so you're gonna have to sit there and try to knock. I'm assuming Lindros and Brindamore. That's gonna be hard regardless of who you have there.
Exactly.
I'm happy to play. I feel much better playing now.
All right, let's see. The Trojan set his line here. Here we go.
See the defense control on and more editing lines.
Crowd sleeping.
No Gord Hines in this matchup. No Andre Lomakin. Those are not options in Philadelphia in the Super Nintendo version. No duplicate players.
All right, Lindros, Brindamore, Recchi. Here we go.
No Casatana for New Jersey, so if you're wondering about him.
Yep, duplicate player. Properly in Anaheim.
So finally we're getting some action here. We got Claude Lemieux on the wing.
Ooh, errant passes.
A little sloppy here, but
they've waited a while for this game.
Yes, the tension is at a high point.
All right, again, Trojan, the 6th seed here, should be the favorite here as Philly.
But he just can't seem to get the puck out of his own zone right now. But here we go with Lindros.
This is where it's heat. Yep.
There he goes, shaking people off, but he does lose the puck. Richet now looking for a pass here. And finds Fetisov eventually, who skies it out of the arena.
All right.
Trying, man.
F-bomb in the back.
We were told to act like gentlemen, and here we are dropping 4-letter words.
This is a family. Oh, breakaway. Nice save. Good move by Trojan there.
Patient with his manual goalie. Now we got
goal.
Lindros.
Oh.
Well done.
Lindros looking like he was on fire there. Flying down the ice.
He's got that home advantage with Philly. They have a high home advantage, so they should get some good bonuses here.
You must adapt. You must unlearn what you have
Stevens,
learned.
go for it. Stevens here. Boom!
Oh! Yeah!
Just taken away at the top of the crease there with big save by Soderstrom.
Very nicely done. Manual goalie. Good job by Trojan there. That was just kind of sniffed that out.
Very risky though. Looked like there's a lot of room on that short side.
Let's see. I understand.
Oh!
I understand that you can aim your one-timers. I don't know if that's true or not, but
they're a little less random in this game. You can absolutely aim them.
S-bomb in the back.
It's slippy. It's like.
I don't care what happens. I don't care what happens.
Got a face-off here in the Philadelphia offensive zone. Lindros looking to shake some people off and slips one in far side on Terreri.
That That goal right there is what I define SNES as. Just a quick deke in, wrap around, whatever you want to do. Just get in close and tap it in.
And if you got a guy with Lindros' size, it's all the easier.
Absolutely.
New Jersey really needs a goal here. Tries a deke, and Soderstrom shuts the door on Riche. Philadelphia.
Very well.
Yeah, he is. And then there's another goal by Philadelphia on the deke.
Hold on, me again. This is your manual. Yeah, I went manual, but then I dove by accident. Don't use the manual.
Looks like Trojan's experience with Super Nintendo is right now showing its colors. 3-0 lead.
Yeah, EA not a SNES player, and it does take some time to get used to the subtle differences here of scoring.
Got a break for Recchi, and that's a risky check, but they get away with it, does Jersey. And that wraps up the period. Philly up 3-0. What did you see there in that period, Raph?
Yeah, I mean, really great play on the defensive end by Trojan and just simply capitalizing. I think EA not used to the manual goalie in SNES. And that's really, right now, I see the big difference there. You know, you can stop some of those shots that Trojan's got in and you get out there, but he's just not getting that instant goalie button yet.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing too. And this next goal is going to be critical for Philadelphia or New Jersey. They want to stay in this game here, make a game of it.
Nice.
That's a nice one-timer, but off target there. But Holik works off the puck.
Oh!
Beats him short side. Very patient play there by EA.
Had to wait.
Not known for his patience.
Trickery. Nice goal.
That's the new version of the EA special.
You know, if you see someone using manual goalie aggressively, you can start doing that. You take an extra second. You know, you don't do the obvious thing. You try to get the goalie out of position and try to fool him. And nice job by EA on that goal.
Absolutely. So that's that goal I was talking about. This makes it a game here. Puts a little bit more pressure on Trojan as he comes into the offensive zone with Mark Recchi. Gets laid out by Lemieux. Clearance pass to Riche, and he gets laid out center ice. Now Hagood coming in. Shakes off a check from Riche, surprisingly. And looks for a shooting opportunity here. And there's Terreri shutting the door. Manual goalie by EA.
There we go. He's picking it up.
Absolutely.
Quick.
Yeah,
Very
good
adaptive.
adjustment.
Oh, put that stick up, son.
Now we got Lemieux
Claude,
to
yep.
Riche.
Oh, the post.
Oh!
Big save by Soderstrom on the rebound.
All right. Feeling the momentum going like New Jersey's way here. I feel like EA's getting a little more confident with the dekes, with goalie.
There's
See
a
if
good
he can keep
save
it
by
up.
Terreri. Finds Stevens, so here he is trying to go into the offensive zone. Dodges a check. Looks for the cutback.
Oh, no!
So that's what you were talking about earlier before this matchup when we had all those restarts where you mentioned taking your defenseman in the offensive zone.
Yes, that's exactly what he did.
So 3-2 now.
Momentum shifting for the Devils here.
Oh!
It's a good shot block there by the defenseman. That would have been an easy goal.
Was that Galley or?
Might have been Hagood.
Oh,
not known for his defensive ability.
Holding in, he blocked that open net.
Now we got Stevens looking to create, coming into the neutral
There he
zone,
goes,
slips into the offensive zone.
Oh, Riche.
Just missed.
Oh, Riche was just all over the
I
place.
see him.
You gotta hone it in.
Oh, my God.
Finally gets one on net, but it's real soft, and Soderstrom just turns it away very easily.
Here we go, Trojan. Oh,
And there's Lindros
that
yet
was
again.
huge. Needed that to stop that Jersey attack. Huge goal.
So that's a big critical goal here for Trojan here at the end of the period. Stem some of that momentum that New Jersey has.
Yeah. Music playing.
The momentum in Super Nintendo seems a bit more advantageous than in Genesis. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I can't figure it out, but I like, there's certain, obviously when you know when it's happening. I don't know what causes it, if it's related to the crowd noise, and but yeah, sometimes if you can't hit the net, sometimes it's just not going to happen. But you hear the organ playing, you kind of sense the crowd noise that Philly's back in the game now. Not they've been leading, but I mean that momentum's shifted now.
And EA takes the goalie there, but works himself out of position and leaves an empty net for Brindamore. Reestablishes a 3-goal lead, does Philadelphia here early in the third period. Stevens cuts into the offensive zone and takes a penalty.
Interference, very common. You can't touch the goalie in NES, a Super NES. It's I would say like 4 out of 5 times you're going to get calls for interference on that.
Yeah, they take their goalie protection very seriously in the Super Nintendo version.
On the flip side, if you are playing manual goal, just take them out and run into some player, and you'll cause the interference penalty.
And And there's a quick conversion on the power play by Brindamore, who's second of the game. And Philadelphia starting to pull away here.
Yeah, you can feel that balloon deflating here for like Jersey had a slight run there where they were scored 2, a lot of shots, a couple missed nets by Riche, but Trojan composed himself here. That Lindros goal, and it's been the tide has turned right back into favor here.
And now New Jersey's in the box, making things become more complicated. But Holik quickly strikes on the penalty kill.
The game is not over. Yeah, 3-4, plenty of time.
So there's 2 goals by Holik. We talked about the sub situation earlier in the game, so he's actually a wild card right now, like you mentioned.
He's yeah. Nice hit. There's the
there's Lindros.
big body of Lindros. Yeah.
Withstanding all comers.
Basically a rocket to his chest. He held on to the puck.
Tommy Abilene just outclassed there. He needs to go hit the weight room.
Lindros, I think the heaviest guy in the game next to. Stuff it in, Holik.
Hat trick.
All right, I'm gonna consider putting Holik if I have the Devils now. He's on fire here.
He's been the only player to consistently hit the net for them.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think Lindros is the heaviest forward in the game.
Yeah, he's at least the heaviest useful forward. It's tough to find forwards as heavy as Lindros, who comes in at 236 pounds.
Yeah.
Just an absolute monster of a player.
Looking for that one-timer. Oh, missed it.
Here comes Philadelphia looking at 2-on-1, but Stevens breaks it up, and here comes in the offensive zone. Looking short side, but it gets knocked down by Soderstrom on an aggressive
breakaway.
Manual goalie. Here comes Lindros, shaking some more checks off for good measure, but finally gets laid out by Riche. Recchi on the wing, probing, looking for one-timer to Brindamore, turned away by Terreri. Rebound chance by Lindros.
Nice save.
Yes, beautiful save indeed.
Oh!
Getting a little cheeky there with the long-range attempt on the empty net.
He's got to be pretty aggressive now. Needs 3 goals in a minute.
Some one-timers, it's in Deeks.
He's doing the right thing. Just start throwing it on that. Need something.
Time is looking to be EA's enemy here.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe has 2 more rushes down the ice, and that missed pass to Lemieux will certainly wrap things up here. So 7-4 victory by Philadelphia. Nicely played here by Trojan. You have any further breakdown of what you saw here?
I'm looking forward to seeing game 2. I feel like EA really showed some elements of really getting, making the game out of it. When he had the burst, he got his goalie control, he had the one-timers. Still needs a little work on the Deeks, but I'm interested to see in game 2. I think this was closer than it appeared. I think Trojan really got out strong early. The last 2 periods seemed to be pretty close. A lot of momentum shifts here.
Indeed.
So let's see. So now it's the flip side where EA will be the home team. And
Troy said no, say bye to Troy.
Bye, Troy.
Bye, Troy.
Troy Trojan still here playing in the
Trojan's still here, and EA is now picking the tier.
Yeah, tier 2.
Tier 2, stepping it up here.
Yeah, looking to infuse some skill in this
So
matchup.
for anyone listening or watching, you got Chicago, LA, Buffalo, Calgary, Washington. Sounds like Trojan picked Washington. Or maybe I'm wrong.
I think so.
Who'd you pick?
Mods Fontaine, they
Yeah.
can check.
I happen to love Buffalo here, but
How's Svoboda and
I get Svoboda in my earlier games was knocking everyone out anyway, even the lightweight. And at worst, you could put in Schmelik and Bodger if you want fat guys back there. But you're basically going to have McGillney, trying to deke in there all the time. That's my personal pick. But at the same time, you got LA, Chicago, and Calgary. I stay away from Calgary. I just don't like that team.
Yeah, I don't like that team in tier 2 either.
Yeah.
That team
I want to
is
try
dangerous.
but I'm like, if it's my last game.
We got Chicago actually. For
Chicago,
EA.
hometown. EA from Chicago, so
Justin Roenick.
But again, Chicago, you got Chelios and Smith. I'm assuming he's going to keep in the back.
Yeah, I feel like that decision's pretty easy.
And then you got Roenick, center, Larmer, and then I guess who do you could put in there?
Rutu.
So this is my bad.
Rutu's pretty big. Yeah, I think that's right.
He's only 100 or 204 pounds, but he has, I think, a 4 check rating.
Yeah. And then interesting, Washington here listed in tier 2. Little surprise for me. I know guys like the top NES guys can use Washington very well. In particular, Big Al is a nightmare. But I don't know. I just tier 2 it seems high for me.
Hatcher, Johansson, that's good depth for your number 2 option.
Indeed,
Beaupre, he's a main weakness for Washington in Genesis version. Not a weakness here.
Yeah, not at all.
Because they're all goalies. They're all just goalies.
What do you got? Ridley and who did he put in here? We
Probably
missed
going to
the
go
other one.
Bondra and Kristic.
Kristic. Yeah. So I personally I think Chicago's the better team here. I can't imagine that they're in the same tiers, but yeah, it could be my just intermediate NES knowledge. I wouldn't still haven't gotten to that expert level yet.
I think the critical matchup here is Washington's defense versus Chicago's forwards. If Washington's defense can limit what Chicago does on offense, I think that'll fuel their counterattack. And they have Bondra, who's got 6 speed. And
can Trojan deke with Bondra? Because the downside of that 6 speed is sometimes you come up to that goalie so quick that you end up running into him because it's almost too fast.
Yeah, so
and he's got like 4 agility, which makes him even like tougher to maneuver in close. When you have more speed and agility.
So if EA can make some good reads in manual goalie, he may be able to stem that.
All right, I think they're icing the puck here on purpose.
We're live now. Oh, jeez.
All right. All right. You got some line change. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Game on.
So we got Bondra in the center.
We're real.
We didn't actually read their line changes.
Right.
So we got Hatcher out there still. Looks like Kristic at right wing. I see a left-handed shot over there.
Number 8, yep.
Oh, left wing, sorry.
Left wing. Oh, there he is. Boom. Big Hatcher. I love that defense of Washington. Yeah, big guys back there. But again, like the main thing I like about them is they have these wicked shot powers, but not really irrelevant. And yes, you're not taking slappers. Oh!
Wow, that's a great angle there by Kristic.
Holy smokes.
That 6 shot accuracy really coming to play on that one.
Yeah. Early Trojan coming out to a big lead. It's going to be tough for EA again. It's got to.
And that's the type of goal you wouldn't see Belfort give up in Genesis, but here in Super Nintendo, he's just a guy.
He's human.
Oh, Ronick. Door shut by Beaupre. Don't hear that often. So we got Ridley at the right wing for Washington. So that's Ridley at the right, Bondra at center.
Yeah, JR.
Kristic to left, and then now JR. Bring Chicago within 1.
JR with Larmer and Root to the right. All right.
Let's wrap it up.
So similar look to what you would see in Genesis, except for maybe Kevin Hatcher.
Yeah, he's a frequent sub out for Cote.
So we got Joe Murphy working on the left wing, cutting in, looking for a one-time chance to Ronick, turned away by Beaupre. Now we got Steve Smith, finds Larmer. One-timer by Smith, handed down by Hatcher, and he carries the puck out of the zone.
He's slow.
Oh, yeah. It's going to take him all day, but he dishes it off to Kristic, looking for the deke.
Oh, there's a deke.
From long range, from just about the face-off circle.
Yeah.
I think that's the real advantage of shot power in the Super Nintendo version. You can deke out from further.
Interesting, yeah. But to your point, I remember playing, with Chicago. I figured I have Belfort as a monster goalie, and I had Frederick Olesen just from the top of the circle, just getting these wristers in, and I'm just really can't. And obviously I'm not trying to defend that because I'm thinking there's no way that shot's going in, but it can. These guys know the angles.
So Washington clears out the Chicago attack, but loses the puck in the neutral zone. And now we have an icing call as Chicago dumped it in defensive zone.
This can work.
So there is a one-time play here, and possibly even a quick deke by the winger. But
yeah, you went into the defenseman, try to do that quick one-timer. Or if you have a fast defenseman, you can really get in for a quick deke.
Yeah, with Washington with their shot power on defense, it is a viable thing. Yeah. Especially Iafredi.
True. Just go for it. All right. We actually have our matchups coming up after this, I think, too.
Yeah, I'm already getting called by the Shield. He's very eager.
He's getting in everyone's head.
He's already beat EA. I have to ride home with EA tomorrow, so we might have a lot to talk about.
Shield playing very well.
Oh, I heard it.
But Chicago first trying to get back into this game here as
he's got an open net.
Special, baby!
Can't quite work the short side on Belfort.
Oh, no one's got the puck.
Now you have Chelios crossing the red line, looking for a pass. Draws a penalty.
Oh, my God. Nice.
One time.
Done. Well, one thing you'll notice here about EA's game here, he's gonna go for the one-timer. I think like 9 out of 10 times. He doesn't have that, and that's what it's hard. You got to really build up that deep game here. Get in there close and just try to just get it in there. In the wraparounds or anything. So let's see if he develops that. But right now it's all one-timers and opportunities, which can be, once you see that, you can start defending that a little more.
Indeed. So we got Roenick now coming into the offensive zone. Looking for one-timer.
Oh, there it is, see?
Right on cue.
It's on the manual goalie lineup. Get this out of here.
Steve Smith pitching in from
way
defense.
downtown.
Now we have a 3-3 game.
3-3 game.
Halfway through, Chicago really letting Washington know that they're here to play.
Yeah.
They got their organ playing in this.
Ooh, that's a good move by Trojan.
Belfour throwing his weight around. Now we got Roenick dancing around, but laid out by the Washington defense. And Washington tries to break out, but throws a pass away. That's picked up by Eifredi. Moves it to Kristich, looking for a deke. Short side. Stick save by Belfour. Smith dishes it off to Roenick. Finds Larmer. Larmer looking for a one-timer. Turned away by Washington. Now we got a breakaway chance here for Bondra. And there's the deke.
Breakaways are unreal sometimes. Yeah, it develops fast. Yes, it does.
That 6-speed game changer on that breakaway.
Absolutely.
Joe Murphy. Puck falls off his stick, but he recoups it in the neutral zone. And he's laid out by Ridley. Ridley now carries it up, finds Bondra.
Nice hit.
Ooh, yeah. Chelio's really laying him out. One more push here.
8 seconds. Hold that. Hold that.
Bondra, just a last-ditch effort. 1-goal lead here for Washington. So what do you think EA has to do here to win this game?
On EA, yeah, he's got a, Trojan's not playing the one-timer as much. I mean, meaning try to get a deep. Get in there and just sneak one in like that, but what I would try to do, I would try to get Roenick, maybe do a wraparound, go in the back, go around. He's got the speed. He should be able to escape that the Washington defense, and just try to sneak it in past Beaupre here. That's the one thing that I think EA is missing here is those dekes.
So we got Bondra coming to the offensive zone, looking to find some space, maybe looking to deke.
Oh yeah.
And was looking maybe to sneak one on a manual goalie, but Belfour in auto turns it away.
EA not playing manual goalie a lot here. Right here, you come out manual, cut that angle off.
EA holds his ground really well and checks Kristich off the puck. Now here's Roenick. Looking for a deke.
There you go.
Good glove save by Beaupre.
So many times against me.
Chelios, boom. Nice.
Lays out Ridley. Does not care about that weight disadvantage.
Go right in. So again, he tried to go for the one-timer there, but I think,
And there's a one-timer by Trojan, nicely done, but Belfour turns it away. Now Murphy, 1-on-3, finds Roenick. They play a little give and go.
One-timer from Smith.
And Hatcher turns it away. Beaupre laying him out in the
nice
corner.
Nice play by Trojan there.
Bondra, Deacon, but will not get to the goal as the puck is knocked off his stick.
Yeah, right in the goal.
Another one-timer, knocked down by Eifredi. Bondra looking to break away.
Dangerous.
Deke. Good effort there by Chelios.
Ref's letting him play.
Here you go, Roenick, 1-on-1. Eifredi laying him out.
Man, that's tough though.
This is a big face-off here.
It's huge. Under a minute to go here. No goals in the third so far. There it is. There it is.
Big one-timer there by Joe Murphy.
Set play.
And that's why Joe Murphy was #1 draft pick, or round 1 draft pick.
That's right.
Because he can make goals like that happen.
Big play. Nice save. All right, EA getting the manual going. A little confidence here. This is good to see.
But turns the puck.
Trying to force a game 3 here. If he could get one here. Last rush looks like.
Now he's got to play a little defense.
Stick to the face.
We're going to overtime.
OT game 2. Trojan up 1-0 in the best-of-3 series. So EA needs a goal to survive and force the game 3. Trojan looking to close this series out here. Next goal wins.
Yeah, he would love to move on without the third game, and perfect opportunity.
Great save by EA.
That's a huge one. Now, one-timer off the post. Still has the puck. Belfour makes a save.
Wow.
Chicago really dodging a bullet on that one.
Yep. Here's a chance. Oh, he had it.
Hatcher takes it away.
Yeah, big play by Hatcher. Dangerous.
And
Whoa.
a dive. But luckily, Bondra was held.
Oh.
That's a good glove save.
The holding is real.
I would.
Yeah, are the penalties on in this game? There's like a lot of holding here.
I wouldn't recommend that technique, but it worked.
Definitely. Oh, here we go. Speedy Bondra coming in for the short side. Oh.
Chicago did a nice job to push him far away enough from the post.
One timer coming up.
Yep.
You see it?
Roenick.
EA wins the game. JR one timer.
His dominance.
Smelled it coming. You saw him waiting for it. Saw JR line up and then just buried it in there, forcing the game 3.
Yeah, you called it before it even happened. And
Yeah.
lo and behold.
Yeah. Great game. All right, game 3. Forcing it.
I don't know if we want to talk about the Shield upsetting Mary J at all or
AJ,
not, but I think
tier
that
5.
could possibly happen.
Shield ups.
Yeah.
Where are we here now?
AJ, if I can get a team that's like Chicago in tier 5, who would it be?
Wait, I play Green Magic? Is this right?
Edmonton, New York, Dallas. I mean, Madonna shoots the same power.
Just beat Ryan.
It's just not accurate.
Can he chuck it all?
What?
Edmonton, you're on the road. I wouldn't take Edmonton. I just used Edmonton on the road. They're
Sorry.
with you.
Dallas.
Just,
I'd probably go Hartford.
that we're not holding up any brackets.
Okay.
I don't think we are, right?
I mean, just fair to call this one.
Sanderson, same kind of lineup.
All right, cool. All right.
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah, we'll call this game and then
Right
we'll,
after that.
so all right. So AJ now call this game 3.
A lot of people chomping at the bit to get to Angry J. First
AJ, yeah.
the Shield, now Mike Gartner.
I got Green Magic.
I must
Who,
have a price on my head.
Green Magic came in the. He was in the finals on the Tecmo Bowl tournament, which was held yesterday. Lost to the incomparable Joey Gatz, 3-time Tecmo Madison winner last 3 years, and he came here yesterday and obliterated everyone.
Last month in Chicago, Green Magic won the Retro Sports Gaming Championship, where we had NBA Jam, NHL94, RBI Baseball, and Tecmo Super Bowl in the same tournament. He won undefeated.
All those events?
Well, it was one tournament, so you could play each game randomly. There's 25% chance you play any one of those games.
So you pick the game?
Oh, you pick it out of a bag.
Oh, I got you. Wow. All right.
And he just dominated everybody. So we got EA with Hartford as I changed the icons. Trojans for request.
All right, so we are on tier 5 here.
And
Teams limited to Edmonton, Islanders, Dallas, and Hartford.
Edmonton.
And we have a Hartford-Edmonton matchup.
Round 2 of how many rounds do we have here?
So
We're about to be we're in like the round of 16.
4 more.
Top 8.
Yeah, we're not going to be here that night.
No, it won't take 2 hours, I don't think.
No.
I think you have to use your arrow first.
Unless we go triple overtime.
There was one opening group play matchup when it quadrupled overtime, which has got to be the most intense. It's hard to imagine.
I mean,
All right.
In a wide open game like Super Nintendo, that's some insane goaltending.
Exactly. All right, so who's who here? We have, I know it's Hartford and Edmonton, so it's EA is Edmonton, and Trojan is Hartford?
I think it's the other way around.
Yeah?
EA is Hartford and
EA, you're Hartford?
I don't know how to edit my lines.
You're Hartford?
Yeah.
All right, and Edmonton. So editing the lines in SNES is the same as Genesis.
But he hits a
No,
button
it's like hit A and it starts the game.
Oh, really?
you got to go down. You have
hit the arrow
you
button.
each have your own menu, so you have to go down.
Hit the arrow down until it says work. Okay, now go to headlines.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's true. Good point.
Yeah, one
It's
of
not,
the
it's not a shared menu. You got to get to your own team menu.
yes, one of the minor differences in the two versions. So Hartford does not have Terry Yake or Randy Luducier.
Mhm.
They're both on Anaheim. So the third forward spot for Hartford is a little tricky.
Petrovic. All right, there we go. Sanderson, Verbeek, Castles. I would
So wait,
probably.
AJ, Roth, you guys are saying same lineup with Hartford and.
Well, you know, I was just gonna. My next comment was gonna be. I think in general the SNES lines are okay as defaults.
Yeah.
they kind of have the highest rated players, and there's no real weight bug or any goofy thing you really have to do. So at worst, you could just keep the line that's in there.
Thanks for coming. Hank,
You know, the
sit down,
star.
everyone. Say bye to Hank. Say Hank.
Bye, Hank.
Hi, Hank.
Hit the road, Hank.
The star of Hartford there is Zarley, and again, talking about earlier, you can use him on offense. Just take him in. He's got sweet skating. He's got a good shot. He can set up a lot of plays.
And Eric Weinrich is a great.
He's got Peterson in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Alan Peterson is about. He's very slow, not great passer.
You wanted the
EA, did you want Alan Peterson in there?
Oh boy.
EA, you wanted Alan Peterson on defense?
Is that bad?
I just.
I don't know. I thought that's who they were starting.
Weinrich.
No,
is the other
Weinrich.
starter.
You want to put Weinrich in there, yeah.
Okay.
It's game 3, man.
Yeah.
Edmonton has some good options.
I want King Graf in my corner.
Manson, Kravchuk, good pairing on defense. Klima, very powerful player. Corson's a great defensive forward, good checker.
I mean, like I said, I think the default lines are really good here.
All right, let's go.
Here we
Got
go.
her?
There's Weinrich making his appearance.
There we go. There we go. Now we got the right lineups in there.
Yeah, I don't like watching Alan Peterson play. No offense if he's watching at home.
Total mystery. I don't think I've ever seen Alan Peterson play.
It's not noteworthy.
Segathon on our NHL95 super fan. Thanks for tuning
We're
in and
getting
watching.
light changes on, yes!
So Kevin, we've already played our Sega tournament. King Raf beat me 2-0 in the finals. Very impressive fashion.
Yeah, hopefully they'll have some replays of these streams. There was 2 streams. There's this one going on, and there's the one on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. I think they had pretty much the final 8 or the final 4 bracket, streamed on either one of those 2. So a lot of good action at the end there.
Yeah, if you want to find the Retro Sports Gamer channel, it's on YouTube, while we're over here on Twitch, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so here we go. Game 3, SNES. We're in the round of 16.
I'm not sure what the complication is with this matchup. They just love to restart the game before
I
they
don't know,
get going.
It's all mind games here.
I mean, my mind is exhausted just watching this. I
learned that Alan Peterson is on Hartford. I would have not known that.
Yes. Can we get a round of applause for getting into a game?
There we go.
All right, we got past the start menu.
Game 3, big time game here. EA scores 1 in overtime in game 2 to send it to game 3. There's the guys, Zalapsky, love him.
Verbeek gets laid out by Manson. Now Klima looking to use his speed, but Sanderson lays him out.
Getting dirty in the corner.
It's already going to be a hard-hitting matchup. I would expect this to be a little bit lower scoring than some of our other games.
Yeah, I agree here.
Castles dumps it in and just dives right at the goalie's feet. Beautiful play there.
Yeah, that's highly likely to get a interference goal.
Sorry, there's Zalapsky.
Zarley here. Hold it.
Firing the puck, but losing it back to Kevin Todd. Interesting to see Kevin Todd out.
Kevin Todd out. Gets up off the ground and lays out Zalapsky. And that's one of the interesting things I can't figure out on SNES. That should not have happened. Just from a weight perspective.
Yeah, it's a little less consistent than Genesis, but that's kind of part of the excitement of this game.
It is a total arcade style. It's the best way. I think Chaos has told me that one time. That's the best way to describe it. It's just like if any NHL94 was in the arcade, it would be the NES. The Super NES, sorry.
It would be a quarter muncher indeed. As Shane Corson looks for the deke opportunity, and Burke turns it away. One-timer.
Oh, you know it's a one-timer.
You could sense it coming.
You know it's the one-timer. AJ called it out.
Jeff Sanderson pots the one-timer into the open net. 1-0 here for Hartford. This is the first early lead for EA in this matchup.
Definitely feeling more confident in his setups and skating in. Here, if I'm Trojan, though, knowing that it's going to be a one-timer, almost not playing the goalie on the deke, and just always focus on one-timer. Just clog that middle. Don't because he's not scoring the one-timer from anywhere else. So don't chase him. Don't play the deke. Or if he does start scoring, then play it. But I would wait on it.
My thinking exactly. And there's a good save by the post on Dave Manson, who now draws a penalty for Edmonton. Kevin Todd
it's in. Yeah.
dances in front of the crease.
That's the goal.
Yep, far side.
That's it. That's just come right around Kevin Todd. Not a blistering shot, but that will go in.
He's one of the fastest players on Edmonton, so if anybody's going to do that from the wing, it would be him. And that eliminates the penalty, so still even strength here. Klima looking to tie the game here, laid out by Eric Weinrich, who almost got benched for Alan Peterson.
Another
one-timer.
Yeah. EA one-timers.
Got 8 seconds left here, and that pass gets blown up in the neutral zone. And good period for EA.
Yeah, very good. It's the best period I think in out of the 3, aside probably from the overtime. But great start here.
Trojan definitely going to be looking to get back in this game pretty quickly. He wants to just reestablish himself, I would imagine.
I think so. Yeah, he could put up some goals quick here, but he's got to settle down. It's EA's got the puck control.
So Shane Corson working the puck out of his own zone, shaking off Jeff Sanderson, but then runs into Burke, loses the puck. Now he knocks down Verbeek, looking for an opportunity, and Verbeek can't knock down Corson.
Check. Dangerous.
Oh, Shane Corson shot accuracy. You can suck it.
Yet another post.
And we have an interference call because he
like
grazed the goalie.
Such a dominant play by Corson for that entire minute, and then off to the box he goes without a goal.
Yeah.
I feel that pain, man.
We may look back at that moment if Trojan happens to
But
lose
again,
by
interesting that Trojan, he's attacking right at the net, playing that deep goal because it is a high percentage. And, even though he's running into the goalie there, I still think it's the right play. I want to see more of that from EA. Let's see.
Verbeek dances, looking for the one-timer.
One-timer, right.
But Edmonton clogs the middle in that instance. Short-handed Zdeno Shiger.
So he's coming right in.
Shiger knocked down by Hartford's defense, but they just throw it away to the sideboards. So Edmonton recovers. Shiger again, looking to dance.
Right at the net. That's it.
There's Zdeno Shiger, who received a nice rating boost in NHL95. He's one of the Edmonton's highest-rated players.
Really?
Yeah.
Fun fact. It's a Dano.
I think that was his only 30-goal season in his career. So 2-2 here. Nice goal there by Trojan, short-handed.
Like I fell down under goalie. It's a penalty.
Yeah, another penalty here coming to Edmonton.
Yeah, go right in there and just deke it in there.
Andrew Castle's looking for the one-timer.
He's got the one. All right, it's working. All right, the one-timer's working.
Yeah, that patience paid off as he was able to establish some open ice there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nicely done there by EA.
So Hartford takes the lead back, 3-2. Got about a minute 35 left in the second period. We're tied 1-1 in this matchup. So this is game 3. See who moves on in the bracket. No loser bracket in this tournament. You lose, you're done. Verbeek lays out Corson, now looking to counter, shaking off Klima. Klima wipes out Castles, and Sanderson, weak wrister, turned away. Here.
Oh, wow. Corson now a favorite of Trojan. Takes back everything he said before.
Do you want to see it again?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Got to use the instant replay, of course.
Oh, no, instant replay.
I don't know.
Broken ankles.
Burke just left in the dust.
Someone should punch me in the face.
Yeah, no replays allowed. Come on.
I asked permission.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine then.
One-timer.
Oh!
Beautiful.
Yeah, through the legs.
I would like to see the game stats after this, and if it's 4 for 7 or whatever the one-timers are. I think all of EA's goals have been one-timers.
His setups have been rather impressive
it's
as well.
Good. He's definitely he's got a feel for where his guys are going to be. As he's going with the wing, he knows his center's going to be there. Yeah, it's a good job. He's seeing it.
So Hartford takes a 4-3 lead into this final period. EA can hold off Trojan. He will advance in the bracket.
Yeah, can't get complacent though. You got to keep the pressure on some of that best defense's offense. Get one more goal, some breathing room, and you're good.
Absolutely.
This is dangerous. Come wrap around, and he's going to try to sneak it in.
But double teamed is Klima, and he gets wiped out along the boards. Now Hartford counterattacks. No one-timer options as the center was wiped out. Zalapski intercepts the pass in the neutral zone.
This is your
Circles.
boy.
And loses the puck.
He tried to pass the one-timer.
Surprising. Beautiful manual goalie there, as Trojan had a great chance for a goal.
Set it up.
Another one-timer.
What a save.
Billy Ranford.
Huge save.
Shutting it down.
Yeah, clear him out.
Here comes Hartford again on the attack. He's looking, but loses the puck. Here comes Shane Corson. Klima back to Corson.
Nice passing.
Looking for Klima? No, looking for the deke.
Oh, hits the post.
That post, so prevalent in the Super Nintendo version. And Verbeek, a little ball of hate crashes the net.
Halfway done, basically, with this third period. Power play, Edmonton.
Critical penalty kill.
Big chance for Trojan here. They got a line change. No.
believe Verbeek was the right wing, so no sense in
So
mixing
does
this up.
Trojan now on the flip side have to start mixing it up and trying some one-timers? Because he's basically going direct at the net every time.
Yeah, it looks like EA has made some adjustment with the manual goalie.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice move. Nice try. Nice try. That's what I'd like to see more of.
Almost
Zalapsky.
pushed it in.
Oh, that's in. Oh,
And
my
a dive.
goodness. Oh!
Shane Corson yet again.
Yeah. Direct at the net. Early dive almost bailed EA out, but Corson able to resume control of the puck and get it in the open net.
So
Tied up.
beautiful power play conversion there by Edmonton. One-timer.
Oh, watch out.
Zalapsky knocks it down. And he's looking to make a play here, and it kicks off of Castle's skate. Now Kevin Todd in the offensive zone. He's got a little bit of a break here, but Verbeek recovers. Now
He got
comes
in the box, ready to do something here.
Yeah.
What a goal!
looking to make up for that penalty with a beautiful sauce pass.
Wow. Excellent pass by Patty Verbeek there. Former New York Ranger.
Big check by Zalapsky off the face-off. Edmonton recovers in the neutral zone. Here comes Kevin Todd, and he's laid out by Castles.
30 seconds. This is going quick now. Time is against Trojan. That's a one-timer. Nice save.
There's the stop Edmonton needs, but they don't recover the puck. And they still can't move the puck up the ice.
This is it right here.
They need a goal right here.
Oh, what a save. Good job. Yeah, what a series.
Oh, wow.
Slight upset, I would have believed here.
I agree. I think based on game one, there would be a runaway by Trojan, and EA really put it together here.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Those one-timers are just impressive.
Right, but look, it's the 11th seed. EA moving on here. EA is going to move into the third round of 8. His next opponent will be Ben McDonald.
The 3 seed.
Yeah, and it looks like you and I have to go play our matches. This was fun.
Yeah.
Good luck in your. Where are you?
I don't even
Oh, you
remember
play
what
Mike
the other
Gardner.
one
All
was.
right. Well, I like Mike Gardner, but good luck, and hopefully catch you later. Thanks, guys.
Welcome to the father-son broadcast of the Edge of 94 Wisconsin tournament. This is Trojan. You just saw me get eliminated after taunting my opponent. I had it coming. Good job, EA. The real problem with EA is that he figured out how to play the game in the middle of the series. EA, you're welcome to join the mic if you want. Oh, you're playing.
I'm playing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's what happens when you win. You keep playing.
Yeah, I'm not used to that tonight.
Oh, man. So we got EA.
I'm gonna pick tier 2.
Well, I think you guys both know what happened with Ben and EA. EA beats Trojan, and in that
Can I cut through right this second?
in that double overtime thriller between Ben and Ryan.
Daniel and Ryan are still here. If you need anything from them. Sean's still in.
Awesome. We're doing great, man. We're going to have to circle back about when I'm coming back and all that. Hey, Sigathon, welcome to the chat. Let's see what team was going on here. We've got. Who is Chicago?
I am.
And what team are you?
Calgary.
Chicago and Calgary.
Murphy showed me the powers of Murphy.
Well, Joe Murphy?
Yeah, Joe Murphy.
I don't even. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you're like, yeah, whatever.
All right, ready?
So I always think that Calgary has, or I should say Calgary has the better advantage, because when I have Calgary, I almost win every time. But
That's
when
an
someone
interesting
else-
perspective.
Yeah, I know, but when everyone else has Calgary, they win.
Well, I think that the big thing on this version is that the goaltending isn't as dominating against the average guy. So you can get some good quality saves out of Mike Vernon in this game. And there's a Joe Neuendijk Deke. EA was a little bit late on the manual goalie, and we have a goal, 1-0. Calgary, however you want to call it, over Chicago, 1-0.
Hey, I think we found someone who can beat EA.
EA is a good player. Going for the one-timer. Good check to Steve Smith. I tell you what, EA's defense has still been really good. When he gets the timing of the manual goalie really figured out, I think he'll really take himself someplace this year. I'm shocked that we went to, and there's that one-timer wraparound to Steve Larmer, and we've got a tie game in 1-1.
Okay, so it's Steve Larmer.
Yep, Steve Larmer, number 28. He is the winger.
Yeah, the person
Suter
who plays
taken
to
down.
the left side of Jeremy Roenick.
Correct.
Math, folks.
Yeah, and there's that short side deke from Joe Neuendijk. It's 2-1 in favor of Ben. Up to Theo Fleury, Steve Smith defending. Short side attempt. Belfour standing tall, getting the ham sandwich. Here he comes to Steve Larmer. Steve Larmer trying to go short side, misses. Passes to Roenick in the center.
Can't get the shot
And is
off.
taken down. Fleury now coming down the ice on the wing. 4 defenders in his path. And back to Chelios. Here's Murphy. And the one-timer backdoor to Jeremy Roenick. We got a 2-2 game.
Beautiful shot. Wow, I'll never be able to
Someone
do that.
learn how to play Super Nintendo. EA, of course, a top-level Genesis guy, has really simulated this quickly. Nice manual goalie with Belfour there against Neuendijk, who has 2 goals already in this game. And Neuendijk just being relentless, and here comes Fleury. And then Joe Murphy up to Chelios. Chelios back to Murphy. Enters the zone. Buying time, waiting for someone to feed it to. And that's the end of the first period. Tie game, 2-2. We are in the quarterfinals.
Hasn't been quite as physical as I thought it would be, but not a problem.
Been plenty of checking. By the way, this is Trojan. I'm with Little Trojan here in the booth. A couple of Blackhawks fans watching. Blackhawks fan control the Blackhawks. It's like Blackhawks Inception, but Neuendijk has a hat trick. And that's when you throw it at the microphone.
You took the mic. You took the headphones off. Dad, you almost broke the mic.
It's my microphone to break. Here we go. Neuendijk already.
Much better. Now the headphones actually fit.
Steve Larmer.
Goal.
And he's got the deke and the goal. EA has figured this out.
I called it before the shot.
It's tie game, 3-3, second period. This might be a better series than the one that I just played.
I don't think anything gets better than that.
Oh, boy, right away, just like that, Gary Roberts gets on the board. Joe Neuendijk got sick of scoring, and Gary Roberts gets on the board. It's 4-3. Little Trojan, it's a good time for you to step in there with the color commentary. Give us your deep thoughts on why that happened.
On why that goal happened?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I think that it was just skill and that EA was not trying as hard.
Wow, the hat trick, another hat. Two hat tricks here. Neuendijk, unstoppable. 4 goals in this one.
Wow. I'm surprised he's that good.
A lot of these dekes happen right off the face-off. Defenders are out of place. A lot of chaos on the ice.
JR getting physical. Oh, you don't want to talk, so I guess I got that job.
You know what? If you want to take the play-by-play, I'll give you a moment here if you know who the players are. You got Roenick there. You got Theo Fleury. You got Belfour. That's Joe Murphy. Huge save.
That he didn't even touch it. He just got like 20 feet away from the goal.
So who's 27?
Jeremy Roenick.
And he's out for the...
Period.
Absolutely correct.
He's out for 90 seconds. Wow. Must hurt really bad.
Nice.
He's my kid's talking trash. Deal with it.
No, I like that. I like
like Major
that was a
League.
good comment.
It's a hit, and he caught it.
He's not the best color commentator in the business, really, folks. Is there anyone watching the stream? Anyone at all? And another Neuendijk goal. Pull him up. Someone's got to, like, hit his ankles or something. Slash this guy. It's 6-4.
time for EA to take out Newendike. I don't think.
And there's another one. That's like the 6th or 7th goal from. That's 6 goals for Newendike.
Double.
That's half a dozen.
I know that's what happened.
The Shield just said he's gonna have to piss in the cup after this game. I agree. He's on that Balco nutrition plan. And we're at the end of the second period, and now we're going to have a line edit here. We're at 7-4. I blame it all on Roenick being off the ice. Yeah. So your prediction was not very accurate there, little Trojan. How do you feel about that? How are you going to deal with that and overcome that deficiency? You don't know. Well, we have a power play here for Chicago. 7-4 game. Chicago down by 3 goals in the third period. Here comes Chelios.
I think his breakfast this morning was Cheerios. Belfour going for his daily workout.
Trying to go for that one-timer. The lane is blocked with the stick from Calgary. Newendike trying to get some work done. And we got a penalty on Calgary. And Joe Murphy and Muddy Earn and Mount Vernon with a save.
EA, here's your chance.
Thanks, man.
Newendike's in the box.
Gary Roberts wanted another, and he freezes the puck. It's a face-off in the Chicago zone. However, it is a power play situation for Chicago with a 5-on-3 advantage.
Roberts doesn't deserve it.
Rather.
His name is Gary.
Do you have a problem with people named Gary?
Nope.
It's not very nice. All right, so here comes Robert Reichel. Taken down by Roenick like he wasn't even there. And we got the short side deke with Jeremy Roenick. Too easy, 5-7. 2:41 Tecmo time. EA wanting to steal game 1 here from Ben, who is the higher seed.
I totally forgot that this was the series. Oh my god, this could be so long. I don't care though.
You're here for the long haul, buddy. You have nowhere to go.
Yeah, I know. I've been here since 7 a.m. Or no, 8 a.m.
Yeah, you helped out set up the tournament. We appreciate that. And now you're helping on the microphone. Did you ever think that would happen today?
Nope.
All right, here we go. Steve Smith.
I'm calling it goal.
One time we're going to have a penalty. It's going to be a...
Calgary.
Yeah, and he gets a far post hat trick.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Do it. I mean,
Hats flying everywhere.
Including this room.
Oh my God. What a save.
It's a 6-7 game. This is exciting. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining in the third period.
It's the final count.
Balfour just crushes Newendike. 30 seconds remaining. Looks like Al McKinnis, Gary Roberts is going to try to wind this clock down. One last chance here, offensive chance.
Shoots.
And taken up from behind by Newendike, and that is your game. 6-7. Ben over EA. Ben advances to game 2 with EA.
See, I told you Ben could beat EA.
You're absolutely correct.
He's
7-6, and now EA will be the home team.
He's probably the only one who can besides King Raph.
I think there are plenty
AJ.
of people here that could beat him. All these games have been close. It's a very competitive field here today. We got Mr. Nick Wattier absolutely rocking it down here for the brackets for us. The groups this today. Guys, I just want to give it up for this guy.
Yeah, Nick. Yeah. Thanks, man.
I pay him less than nothing.
What tier you want to be?
That's
Photocopies aren't cheap.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by. No.
update the stream shortly?
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
Chicago. Keep it going. I can keep picking the same team, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, are you Chicago?
Yeah, they changed the rules. Like, you used to have to
Oh.
I really have to talk to Mo.
or same matchups or something.
Might have to give a shout out to Mo. Tell him that I need to have a talk with him.
Moman is at the Gambler game, so I don't think he's going to hear you right now. But hey, you got a Doug Gilmore figure out of it.
I did. I did.
I thought about you when I got that too.
So Moggs Fontaine, huh? Moggs Fontaine, huh? All day.
You gonna put that on your mantle?
I'm gonna make a necklace out of that, and that will come with
Just the Gilmore SLI. And then make it spin.
drill a hole in his head and wear that for my necklace.
Well, we gave away a lot of prizes today. Starting lighting figures, signed Barry Melrose puck, some consoles. Lots of people had some fun today. Yeah, we're in a game. You want to hop on?
I'll hop in.
Yeah, why not? So I'm joined by my referee and Pat LaFontaine on the board here. Ben over EA 1-0 in a game between the Chicago Blackhawks and Buffalo Sabres. We are in Chicago. So
Unless there's a real error, like I don't really bad.
So you definitely got to get on those if you want to communicate in there. So
Oh my God.
Bogger trying to go for the short side, gets stopped by Smith, but he's back on it. And taken down by Belfour. Aggressive checking. McGillney with an attempt cross ice, and it is followed up by Petr Svoboda, and we have a 2-0 game.
Just waited for the right opportunity for a lane to open up right down the middle. Took that shot. It was great find in that moment.
Now we're both in the shot, right? Okay, there we go. So the referee, Nick, holding it down all day for us, helping us get through this. You know, last year we were at this moment, you know, after about 9 o'clock. Oh, Roenick with a dirty backdoor dangle, and he's got a 2-1 game.
That was a fancy goal.
Dude, his dangles and dekes are sick.
That was unbelievable.
Belfour's all over it. Up to Murphy. Murphy back to Roenick. Roenick cross center ice. We have a penalty, and looks like number 10, Dale Howard-Chuck, was going to go to the box. 2 minutes. Power play opportunity for Chicago here just past the center line.
And this will take us to the end of the period with the power play. Of course, unless a goal is scored first.
Chili's trying to do a forced quick one-timer to Roenick. Steve Smith having trouble handling it. There he goes. And now it's up to LaFontaine. Turnover in the zone, waiting for help. Murphy harassing LaFontaine, takes himself out of position. And there's a natural pick here. Belfour stands tall and is taken down. Bob Airy with the takedown and the goal. So here we go.
I tell you, Troy, I would have held onto that puck a little bit long. I didn't see enough defensive support back there to start moving the puck forward that quickly.
Yeah, sometimes it's quick decisions and you just kind of got to guess. There's a lot of that. It's sort of a 50-50 game when you're playing with the Deeks. Are you going to do anything or are you not?
Sure.
Oh,
right
one-timer.
off the pipe.
Yeah, what I'm seeing, EA is bringing a lot of the Genesis skill set, and we see that work a lot. Once the guys get their timing and their legs under them after the first game or so, they can start score pretty well because they get the feel for the different game engine.
Yeah. It is quite a different experience between the two different games. I played a little bit of each. More familiar with Sega, but familiar enough to know that I don't need to compete to know where I stand.
Sure. I think there's a big debate in the community. I love both versions. I feel like this game sort of equalizes a lot more the average person can pick it up quicker.
Sure.
Genesis has just a deeper thing, and we got a one-timer to Jeremy Roenick, and it's a 3-2 game assisted by Steve Smith. So Roenick has been the favorite target so far, really leaning on his hometown team as EA.
And I don't know if you've seen this as a player, but from a statistics standpoint, I have seen
There's a Howard Chuck
lot of Chicago play today.
Well, we have almost half the tournament was from Chicago today.
Yeah, and they've been picking the home team.
And they've been doing well. Of course, in '94, Chicago was, the kind of one of the premier teams, if not the premier team, especially on the Sega Genesis. There are certainly a top 10 team in the Super Nintendo version. The weight bug sort of it depends on how the rule set that we play makes them a top 10 team. And we've got an injury. McGillney is out for the period. That'll be 3 minutes and 24 seconds without Moggs. And the best player on the team and possibly in the game. Alexander McGillney has a unique blend of skating, shot power, and shot accuracy, and agility all wrapped into one unbelievable package. Yeah, and the fact in this version of the game that he's heavier than a lot of the other people in his position, he's hard to take down.
That would appear to be so. I'm looking to see what we're selecting on here. Looking at shot accuracy, it looks like we picked a high accuracy substitute in there.
Just in case he wants to do the one-time game, he wants to make sure it finds the back of the net.
Well,
I'd even see, is it Yuri that you put in there? I couldn't even, Kaimulev or something? I'm not that, I don't have that depth of it, usually about 6-7 deep on these rosters.
It's just interesting to see, when you have to make a sub, are you going for speed, are you going for shot accuracy, are you going for power? Of course, being SNES, we don't worry too much about weight.
Well, weight does matter. The heavier players are less likely to get knocked over.
Sure.
Oh, short side deke from the sub. And again, I don't.
Manual goalie pulled out of the net. Comes back in. Buffalo takes the puck up and.
That was a near goal. Joe Murray here into the blue line here. Wants the opportunity with Roenick for the one-timer. It's not working out so much in the alignment for him. He's not putting himself in the right spot. Roenick cross. He ran into the goalie. That was the problem. And he puts it back immediately, bouncing around here in front of the net. And now we have a delayed penalty here.
On
Chicago Blackhawks. Interference with the goalie. Chris Chelios in the box for 2 minutes. So Buffalo's on the power play. Dale Howardchuk, who has a goal in this game already, going cross crease and pass all the way and is intercepted by Murphy. Sort of telegraph that short side deke there. Here comes Smith. Feeds it to Roenick, was slaughtered by the defense of Buffalo, and that's into the second period, 4-2. Certainly a game where EA could come back, but Ben is just a really solid player. I played him and struggled as well. He doesn't give that many opportunities. Grant Fuhr standing tall. Sometimes we see in the Super Nintendo version that they might prefer, I'm sorry, the Dominik Hasek in this version. The jammer who won the World Championship 2 tournaments ago in Vancouver. Excuse me, rather Las Vegas. We got Yuri Kaimulev now with the short side. We got a 3-goal game here. But he swore by not playing with Fury. He did not like him in the goal.
Sure.
We got overtime over here? We got OT. Mark it OT.
The other stream here is now heading to overtime. I believe that game you can catch on YouTube is also in the round of 16. The game you're watching here is in the round of 8.
Yeah. Man, they can come out from there.
You can check out those brackets at challenge.com/a whole lot of words. Murray Melrose SNES bracket D1.
Bear was playing great, man.
I was like, I can't believe half the saves he made.
Yeah.
Go ahead and carry it for a moment if you would. I'm sorry.
I can't. I'm trying. I can't see the game. All right, here we go. Chicago has the puck heading up ice.
Off the spawn in between. There's some. I don't know what the deal is regarding. There's some message of bots that showed up. I don't know what that's about. They're certainly not sponsored by us.
Not on the Twitch feed though. I don't see the bots on Twitch. Maybe
they were in as the viewership apparently, and I don't. There was some. I don't know what that's about, but there's a lot of spam out there.
Sure. I know early in the day we had some spam coming out that I wasn't sure if that was a bot or if that was someone kind of trolling in the Twitch feed. I haven't checked out the other channel you were just in with Discord to see if there was anything odd going out there. Ooh, a breakaway goal.
Pat LaFontaine just really froze his ankles there. Belfort couldn't make a choice.
Walked it right into the net.
And 7-2 here. This is going to be insurmountable for EA with less than a minute remaining. And almost another goal there. Here comes Larmer.
And I'm sorry, I'm late to the table. Isn't this game 2?
It is.
It is.
So we're probably going to be seeing here Ben advance.
To the semifinals, in that case.
Correct.
Oh, fantastic.
And we got a penalty shot. 3 seconds left. This is all for the. Let's put it all on the line right now.
This is it. The winner go home shot.
Oh!
And he makes it. A 4-goal differential. 3 seconds on the clock. It's not over yet.
Yeah, actually it is because that's mercy. It's a 6-goal mercy.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Mercy roll. All right, I'm going to go record the statistics, and we'll be back with more games in a little bit.
Congratulations to Ben advancing. EA, his day is done, but he'll hang out with us, have a good time, and hang on for the finals, hopefully. Stick with us on TGFN Retro. Thanks so much.
Nick Santowski here, back with Little Trojan in the broadcast booth. How's it going?
Good.
We're about to see the quarterfinals match in the NHL94 Barry Melrose place. King Raff versus Charlie. We've got Vancouver and Winnipeg ready to drop the puck. And it looks like the Jets get the best of that face-off. But it goes right to the goalie, and it's turning around the other way.
And if you didn't know, Vancouver had actually won the Stanley Cup that year.
Oh, in 94. That's a good bit of trivia. And the Jets hit on the board.
Looking at what happened there, it's hard to believe that Vancouver won it.
Just turning your mic up a little bit so I can hear you a little better.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, now I can hear myself.
Now it's nice and clear. Very sensitive mics. You got to get right in them. Coming up close. A little too much vision for the goalie to be able to stop that. Passing across, and it's
very
intercepted.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous territory. That manual goalie came out a little bit, but was able to hold it on and keep the puck moving. We got a delayed penalty here, and it looks like it's to benefit King Raff. And there we are. The puck is stopped by the goalie. We have an interference call on Cliff Ronnie.
King Raff will go on the power play.
That'll be 2 minutes to his favor. Raff with the puck again. Up close, stopped by the goalie, shut down. Puck's moving down center ice and pushed right in. Charlie evens the score while shorthanded. Very interesting. I believe we saw these two compete earlier today on the Sega Genesis tournament.
Yep, King Raff said that they played 3 times on Sega Genesis, and just as I say that, King Raff
puts
scores.
one more in, absolutely. So that brings us back to 5-on-5 with a little less than 2 minutes in the first period. Coming up on the right side of the ice, crossing over, right at the goalie. Doesn't quite work out for him this time. Raff's in position and just taps it in, a little wrist shot.
I think Charlie was talking smack earlier, wasn't he?
Yes, I'm not afraid.
Oh!
Yeah. A lot of guys there didn't have to play me today, so you'll play me next year.
Hey, I only lost by 7.
You can't lose by 7, right?
I lost to King Raff by 7.
Well, technically you lost by 6. See,
Oh, yeah.
you just got to know how to sell yourself. You can
I
only
scored a
lose by
goal then,
6.
so make it 5.
There, see? We got a score report coming in. Hot off the presses. Angry Jay has just beaten Mike G
Gardner.
in a 2-1.
Okay, never mind. Let's go.
Let me go enter this, and I'll be right back.
And Charlie has gone on the power play as just before the period expires.
No.
So Angry Jay will be taking on the Shield in another quarterfinal match.
And I'm back. The challenge brackets are up to date. We are now officially all playing in the quarterfinals.
So if you were with us earlier this morning and you know that, or I should say earlier today, you know that King Raph won the Sega tournament.
Very true.
And he has reached this far because he is just phenomenal. He is like almost unstoppable.
He is an amazing player. I've seen a lot of great hockey today.
He won both the Genesis and the Super Nintendo last year. He has the Genesis this year, hoping for the Super Nintendo. Cheap goal.
He puts one in. Looks like the goalie got hung up on his own defender. Wasn't able to make the move to that puck. Here comes another face-off. And Raph gets the best of it. Coming in close. Not able to come up with anything. Puck's moving back north. And just tucked in around the goalie. Nice goal to catch up there. We're at 2-4.
Charlie's trying to come back. He knows the skill of King Raph. And he said that he's not afraid. And just as I say that, King Raph gets his 3-goal lead back.
You know, it never ceases to amaze me how many goals get scored at these, NHL94 tournaments that I have attended. When I play on my own, even against the PC or against the computer, it seems like I can never get a score over 3 in a game. But here, we see 7, 9, unbelievable numbers.
Yeah.
Here we're already
Someone
at
had 10 over there.
Yeah, there was a double-digit entry today. 6-7, this is a 5-goal lead. Get the hat trick out there. One more goal for Winnipeg, and it's good night in this round.
Also, the goal limit's 8 now?
6 difference. So
6 difference.
7 minus 2 is 5. One more makes it 6, and that's the mercy rule.
I thought it was like if you score 6, it's over. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's the differential, so you have to win by 6, which just happened. King Raph marks up the W in that one.
And is feeling comfortable going into the second game. If he wins the second game, he goes to the quarterfinals. And if he, semifinals. And if he wins, if he advances to the semifinals, he will play either Ryan Anderson or Adam B.
I could feel Charlie's frustration here. Very understandable. It is in his court here to pick the matchup for this round. Again, if you're just joining us, we are working with a tiered team system. So there's 4 teams to a tier. One player gets to call which tier they'll be selecting teams from. Then their opponent gets to select their first team. So say we wanted to pick a tier 1 team. The opponent would pick someone in team 1, and then anybody could pick anything there or below. We're looking at the setup.
Looked like Charlie called tier 5.
Hartford and Dallas in tier 5. Let me get the screen set.
King Raph taking Dallas.
Which one? Dallas? I'm Dallas, yeah.
Charlie taking Hartford. King Raph looking for his 4th straight tournament win at the Edge of 94 tournament here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. He won both the tournaments last year. He won the Genesis this year, looking for the Super Nintendo this year.
And
but
here we
Charlie
are,
has other plans.
kicking off game 2 of 3.
possibly 3.
Lots of activity out in front of the net, not able to come up with anything productive on that possession. Also, folks, just keep in mind we do not play without the offsides enabled. Penalties on except offsides, and there's an injury.
King Raf immediately goes to the lines because he knows that Mike Madonna is his best player.
That could be a very big pain point. Did you catch how long that injury was? Was it for the period or for the game?
Period.
Okay, so we'll get him back. Madonna's an important part of that team, so we'll see how this impacts the rest of that first period. 2-minute power play on the board. Stars with possession. Manual goalie comes out just to poke him away. Nice save. And Charlie's got the puck moving away, but not quite enough.
Charlie's hanging
Gets
in there.
possession, dumps the puck. It's to the Stars goalie. Another dump of the puck, goalie to goalie, it looks like.
Charlie's playing smart. As soon as he gets the puck, he dumps it.
He is. He's being smart about not forcing opportunities, letting them come to him, moving the puck away to open up and protect his net. You know,
Yeah.
as I was told in my first few games, the first step to winning is not losing, and he's doing a good job of holding off Raf on any potential scoring opportunities here. Like, look at that amazing check. Didn't have a chance to take a shot. Just moving the puck out of that defensive territory as quick as he can.
Yeah.
And waiting for opportunities to light up, which is working.
Yeah, based on the first tournament, these guys played each other 3 times, and Charlie knows that King Raf is a very good player, and so he's being smart with the puck. When he's on the penalty kill, he dumps it into the opponent's zone.
Nice interception. And just misses the buzzer on that shot. We can put Madonna back in, and we'll see if that lights up the scoring a little bit here so far in the scoreless first period of the second game.
Hi, Dan Murphy.
Charlie shouting out to all his fans.
Yeah, my key thing is, hi, I know your mom.
I doubt that my mom is watching. When she saw I was wearing referee stripes today, she thought I was like an escaped prisoner. Like, Mom, they don't wear stripes anymore. They do orange. I left that one at home. A delayed penalty called, and it's going to be on the Stars. Madonna back in the box. Ouch. Key scorer has been off the ice for a good 6 minutes of this 2 periods.
See what Charlie can do on this power play. See if he can capitalize, and
one.
he does. Charlie has his first lead, and he is relieved that he got that goal.
He's got the first goal, but that does put the scoring champion, Mike Madonna, back out on the ice. A little bit wide for that shot. Couldn't quite get around the post. Charlie with another attempt, just doesn't get it past. But he's got the puck in a breakaway situation, hit from behind.
Nice physicality by King Raf, making sure he can't get
That
a
goal
chance.
is way out. Delayed penalty called, and it doesn't matter.
King Raf ties the game with 3 minutes left in the second.
Tight competition here in this quarterfinal match. Graf with the Stars gets the puck back into his possession and
Madonna,
opens
easy goal.
up. That looked like a mistake.
Kids, don't play that goalie like that. That's not how you play that goalie, children. That's an amateur.
I didn't want to call it out, but that was a manual goalie moving the wrong way.
Madonna tries to stuff another one in. Denied.
nice deke, but taken down. Oh, the goalie's way out of position, but can't get the stick on the puck to take a shot.
Charlie's going to need some offense to get back in it.
Charlie and the Whalers heading down on the screen. And a shot from outside. There's Madonna showing why he's that dominant player we keep talking about.
That explains why there were no goals in the first period.
Right. I mean, and you can call it an element of luck with the penalty system. You can call it, that element of luck with the injury system. But having Madonna off the ice can really be a game changer. And that's the period. We're ending at 3-1. Charlie needs to come up with 2 goals minimum to tie this, to save his life in the tournament and go on to the semifinals.
Let's see what Charlie is going to do to get himself back in this game.
Also worth mentioning that this is a 8-1 seeded game. King Raff, of course, was our number 1 seed coming out of the group stage. Charlie Ribsman coming in at 8.
Baby. That's
I think he's doing a pretty darn good job of holding his own here, given that information. Whalers now heading up on the screen. And the Stars heading south.
That's so good, bro.
Right in.
King Raff is unstoppable.
We're just having a good time here at the Edge VR Arcade in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Playing the greatest hockey game ever made on Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
I don't know if Green Magic was lying or not, but he told me that he was up 3-1 against King Raff in the last round.
Well, that's fantastic.
Or I should say 3-0. But
Go, Men of York.
The 4-2 in this game with 2.5 left on the clock.
Charlie almost stuffs another one in.
Goalie's
If he did,
late.
the game would have been a whole different story.
Oh, yeah. King Raff just laying down the defense.
Good chance for King Raff. Player behind the goalie.
Open ice hit. Opens up the puck. Now we're moving the other way. Coming up the middle. A little
Charlie
spin.
with a chance.
Charlie pushes it back to the defense. Waiting for someone to come up on the left side. Nobody is. He's got to walk it in himself and loses possession. And that puck is frozen. 57 seconds to score 2 points.
Charlie needs to go within the next 10 seconds or it could
and
be
he
old.
needs it now. Raff looks like he's in time kill mode right now. Raff knows it. He's moving up the ice, trying to get it in, and loses possession. 10 seconds. I think that's going to be the game, folks.
That'll do it. King Raff moves on to the semifinals.
Okay,
So I believe
Carter,
we're-
you need to do something with that.
I believe we're jumping in on game 2, right? This is game 3. All right.
So we're going to get the Game 3 over here. Wow, that is really hot. You must have had this for Carter, I imagine.
Yes, we did.
All right, we're back to center mass here. All right, Trojan 1979 with Nick Watts here.
Hello.
We're broadcasting is this quarterfinals matchup here?
Yeah, we're all quarterfinal right now.
Is this Ryan and Adam? Is that what's sounds all jacked here. Something's going on with this thing.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Rudy's hot.
Yeah.
We got a hot
all
Rudy.
the time, okay? It's the bright frickin' ice, dude.
Okay, so who is the Kings and who's Buffalo?
I am
I'm the
unsure.
Kings.
Ryan's the Kings. Adam's
Ryan
Buffalo.
Anderson's the Kings. Adam Bouchmaster. Boucher is Buffalo. All right, are you ready, bro?
He said, okay.
Are commentators ready?
Go ahead. We'll make it work.
Well, we can wait. We can wait a second.
Yes. You're learning, young Padawan.
We're getting there.
All right.
All right, you guys ready?
Rock it out, man.
Just 10 more years of tournaments.
This is
and I'll
game
know
3 of
some
the
these
game
teams.
of a 3-game series.
Win or go home here at the quarterfinal level.
Well, they don't have to go home until the tournament's done.
Well, no, please don't. Please stay. We like having an audience. Kings have the puck heading up north. And
Here's the great one. Great one over to Howard Chuck. Howard Chuck on the wing. Taken down by Martin McSorley. Stick up in the air. Boy, he's slow. Up to Sandstrom. Sandstrom coming cross ice. Short side and taken over by LaFontaine. A little back and forth to start this. Nothing super dangerous on the chances. And here we go. Bob Sweeney up to, and we've got, I confused the rosters there. That was Robitaille to Sandstrom. And we got a goal 1-0. And back-to-back here. Now we're going to have a timeout already. Going from Pure to Draper. We don't even want a Hasek sighting.
Yeah, now you think Trevor goes to Hasek.
I never seen Draper in a game at NHL 94. This is unbelievable.
No, this is his.
Wait 5 minutes.
Yeah.
2 down quick here in the third game.
LA, deservingly so here. We got Sandstrom here as a hat trick.
There's 3.
Hats on the ice, hats on the ice. And we got a Buffalo timeout.
Looking like a fool with your hats on the ice.
Howard Chuck lost it, got it back. Shot it over net. Yeah, we have an icing call. I guess they don't consider that on goal.
I suppose it isn't.
And we got a nice refreshment. Thank you to Green Magic for his contribution to the cause.
And there is number 4.
Robert Blake with the apple and Gretzky. And this is getting out of hand early. Might be leading to. How did this get to a game 3? I don't understand.
He went to no goal.
Diggity Draper in the game. Yoldo Robitaille, you kidding me? 5-0. The leaky faucet has burst open here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Can he get one more goal in 2:46 to end it in the first period?
It is Barry Melrose Place. They are defending home ice. It's a coast-to-coast game. Kelly Rudy coming all the way across. Here comes Martin McSorley to Gretzky, taken over by LaFontaine. LaFontaine back in Gretzky land. Taken over by McSorley, who is checked. And here comes Petr Svoboda. Svoboda on the wing. And there is going to be, correct, might be a holding call. Oh, this is a penalty shot. This will be huge. This is an opportunity to narrow the deficit here against Rudy.
And Rudy and an easy stop.
Rudy standing tall, and we're still at 5-0 with 1:37 in the first. We have a hot Rudy, though. Hasek standing tall, or is that Draper? I can't tell anymore.
I should be watching the bigger screen. Numbers are easier there.
And icing call as Wayne Gretzky touches up. 55 seconds remaining in the first period. 5-0. Ryan A. over Adam B. in elimination game 3 in the quarterfinals of the Super Nintendo bracket here at the Barry Melrose Place NHL 94 tournament in Green Bay, Wisconsin at the Edge VR Arcade. This is Trojan along with Nick Wattier. Here comes Sandstrom. Deke gets it back on the rebound. Goes again. And goalie standing tall. I think that's Hasek at 35. I could be wrong. Might be Draper. I don't remember what he did. And taken down is Mogilny at the buzzer.
Well, we're going to see a second period start.
Well, yay for that. More content.
More content. And that's what the world is all about.
You're a content creator.
We need more content.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and plug your thing you've been plugging this week?
The thing I'm plugging this week, well, there's the Greater Green Bay Society of the Llama, which you really only care about if you're in Greater Green Bay area.
Correct, but you have this film festival thing going on,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that thing. Wow, how have I forgotten about that?
1.5 million goal fundraising, something along those lines?
Yeah, so the Green Bay Film Festival. I'm on the board of directors for Film Green Bay. We are having our 9th annual festival next weekend, March 1st through 3rd at St. Norbert College. We were lucky enough to be included in Give Big Green Bay, which is a fundraising drive. Raised over $5,000 for us, and there's going to be a match from the Green Bay Packers that's basically going to fund a year worth of festival.
That's
for us.
amazing.
It's an amazing drive for an organization that doesn't have a fundraising arm. It's
Here's a penalty
changer.
shot, by the way. Howard Chuck
Absolutely.
and standing tall as Rudy, the hot Rudy. Go back to your fundraiser talk. I'm sorry.
Well, I thought we were going to get one back there. I was actually getting kind of excited about the game, but yeah, we're just so blessed to be involved in Give Big Green Bay, and want to give a shout out to the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation for helping us out and, like I said, making our budget for next year, basically.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's always nice to see some folks come together. We did a free will offering yesterday to help out Mitchie Boyd. We raised $120 on the spot, and we also got $50 in from a player that couldn't make it, Kevin Cabarello, $300 from Game Tray, $50 from Weimer Bearing in Green Bay, and that's above and beyond the benefit that's already been in place. So that was kind of short, just a quick turnaround after we found him on. Couldn't be here. He was going to charge for autographs, give that money back. We got some other just people to stand up, so we're really excited about that.
That's phenomenal. It's just great to see community come together and stand up and help those in need.
Yeah, it looks like a Luke Robitaille goal. We have a 6-0 game, and that is your series. And it's time to break things.
I know, but shake my hand. Come on.
Well, it hurts when you come all the way from out of town and you lose like that after going to a game 3, but it's over, 6-0, and looks like Ryan is going to advance. So congratulations to Ryan.
Also,
And
this just in, Angry Jay just advanced over the Shield in their bracket, so we should have semifinals laid out as soon as I go enter this in the computer.
wonderful. Hey, why don't you come on over here for an interview?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Okay.
Just get out of the chair here, Carter. So I'm here with the Victor Ryan as we are just waiting for the next matchup in the bracket, everything to be figured out here. You can get right in there. You can put your ears on if you want, or you can just get right up about here.
Sure.
So we didn't see the first 2 games, but that was a deciding game 3. How in the heck did it go from a 3-game series to a 6-0 mercy killing?
We play each other all the time, and so the first game, I won, I think, 4-3. LA, Buffalo, LA at home, and Kelly Rudy was hot. He made an incredible save that generally the computer goalie does not make, and that was basically the difference in the game. But we play each other all the time, so we know each other's styles a lot. And I picked Tier 2 because I thought that we always play LA Calgary. I thought he was going to play Calgary, so I was surprised that he played Buffalo. And so it took me for a loop a little bit to see him play with McGillney and LaFontaine. But I was able to prevail. And then the second game, he kicked my ass. He picked Tier 3. I went with Vancouver. And he blanked me 6-0. And he was Winnipeg. And he...
So you guys mercy ruled each other twice in the... That's unbelievable.
Correct. And he loves physical teams like
I'm looking
that.
at the score sheet. This is no lie. I don't know if it's going to show up here on the camera very well. Yeah, there it is. 6-0 twice. This is some filth here. You know, this is next level stats from Nick Wattier, our referee here.
Yeah, so he loves physical teams like that. So he loves digging the puck out of the corners, and he makes you commit to try and come out with your manual goalie to stuff him when he comes across, or you can pass him for the one-timer. And it puts you in you have to, make a choice. And it's sometimes hard.
So how are you enjoying your stay so far here in Green Bay? First NHL94 tournament in the state of Wisconsin, I would imagine.
Oh, it's great, man. You're doing a great job hosting the tournament. It was fun playing Sega, which we don't play all the time. But it was, I felt like I could skate because I play the SNES version, but I couldn't score. But now playing SNES, which I'm more familiar with and comfortable with, I feel like I can beat a little bit, although I'm probably gonna get beat here pretty badly, but we'll see.
Well, you're going to keep watching the streams and see what happens. Looks like we got a game about to happen. So this is, if I'm understanding, this is Ben and Angry Jay. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, let's get them on. Do you want to hang out and commentate with us, or do you have a game to play?
Well, I got the semifinal to play too against King Raff, yeah.
Okay, looks like they're just doing pickup games at this point, so let's go ahead and I think we're going to have to get you probably on that.
Yep, I think so.
Game. Okay,
well,
I'm going to yeah, thanks for coming on the mic here. Appreciate it. Yeah, good luck in your game against King Raff. He's a good player. That'll be a good matchup on the Metro Sports Gamer stream on YouTube.
I hope I can compete. I know that Charlie just played him, and Charlie and I play in our own league, and he's generally a little bit better than me, so we'll see if I'm playing well or not. So, but Ben's the gi. So this is the matchup to watch from our league.
And so is Ben Vancouver?
Yes, Ben is Vancouver.
All right, we'll get that updated. All right, good luck in your game. Thanks for the interview, and we'll talk to you later, I'm sure.
Thank you, Troy.
Bet. Well, we got number 2 coming in here, Little Trojan joining me here on the broadcast. We got a game between Angry J and Big Ben here.
Confident. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
You got some beverage here? Stepped your beverage game up. Nice work, Anderson. You're getting some praise. All right, Abe 3 Stooge. All right. And we got to update the name here. Angry J here is Calgary. And we got a game. I'm sorry, Phil Housley. Winnipeg, rather. That's an Angry J goal.
AJ getting on the ball first. He's got the momentum for the time being.
And there goes Evgeny Davidov.
It's the Shades.
Angry J93 here is the Winnipeg Jets, and my apologies on getting that wrong.
Who's Darth Rockman?
Darth Rockman, welcome to the stream. Tecmo Force, basically the big Tecmo evangelist for online Tecmo. Here comes Solani in the breakaway, and McLean stands tall. Lidster to Ronning down into the corner. And Housley now coming back the other way. Phil Housley with a goal already in this game. The speedster Senza crashes into the winger, and there's going to be an interference penalty on Vancouver for that. Zamnoff is taken down by Yurke Lumi, and Cliff Ronning is going to the box for 2 minutes.
AJ, chance on the power play. See if he can capitalize. His 3-goal lead.
Solani with the short side deke. Almost had a McLean standing tall. Yurke Lumi taking it all the way down, coast to coast. Jeff Courtnall all the way across, but is intercepted by Solani. Zamnoff back to Isenza, resets the play. I'm going to not lie, I don't know who 4D is. And we got a wide open net, and that's an easy one for Timu Solani from... Is that Fredrik Olesen?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm expanding my roster knowledge at 94. You got to bear with me, folks. He's not a roster holder that I'm used to. Evgeny Davidov had a chance to go for that deke, but loses the puck, and that's the end of the first period. 3-0 Angry J over Ben. Maybe Angry J would like a capitalized A in his name. Normally you pay double for that.
Big everyone's attention. I just want to give thanks to our gracious host who's worked for probably a good enough part of the year. Put on this amazing
I'm getting
event
divorced
for
tomorrow, I
everyone. Like, yeah, his dedication to really making this event, speaks for itself. It's seamlessly run today, and I think it really speaks a lot that so many people came so far to be here. So thank you, Troy, and this is from all of us. A signed copy. I got everyone at the tourney this year, so. Thanks, brother. Yeah. Thank you, Troy.
Thank you, Troy. For being here. Special thanks to Nick. For those of you that were here last year, the delays were palpable and uncomfortable and awkward.
A lot better than last year, I do.
And so he was up to, and I know not everything was 100% the way that we wanted to go, but we were able to get through this. It was 9 o'clock.
You got a signed copy of from everyone at the tournament of an NHL 94 thing.
This is awesome. The signed copy from the 40 goals is the most shared 94 sessions in LA House. Yeah, this is unbelievable. Big thanks to all you guys that have hung out this late. This is ridiculous. You're all still here playing 94. I'm floored. Thank you so much. So I don't want to interrupt these guys. This guy's game anymore. I'm going to get back to it, but let's play on. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Troy.
Hey, man, before you start, I don't know what the proper protocol is, but that was my
My newest possession. Thank you to EA and everyone at the tournament was signing it. Barry Melrose Place, signed 94. Everyone signed this copy here, so this is amazing. I got 2 like this now. Thank you, EA. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone who's watching this. This is great.
Okay, so there was some confusion because Angry Jay was using Ryan's computer or controller. Well, anyways.
And Campuna, welcome to the stream. You guys need to start playing 94. It's good for your health. Doug Litster back to Yurke Lumi. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump the microphone there. And we got Cordell short side. Bob Essenza standing tall. Frederick Olesen loses the puck to Litster. Litster going cross. Short side hits the post. And we have a face-off. Camp, just move to Green Bay. Just get it done. West Coast sucks. Just kidding. Angry Jay lives out there. We got Phil Houseleek coming down. Evgeny Davidoff getting harassed. And Yurke Lumi now feeds the puck up to Pavel Bure. Pavel Bure looking for Deke. And is taking down Olafson. Olafson to Solani. Solani looking for an opportunity. Loses it. Gets it back. Now going cross crease. And tries the quick one-timer to Evgeny Davidoff. McLean gets it to Litster. Litster to Bure. And we have Alexei Zamnov with that short side goal. And it's 4-0.
Very fast-paced game.
This is game 1 of a 3-game series. We are in the semifinals of the Super Nintendo bracket. We've been here all day. This is Barry Melrose Place. We're at the Edge VR Arcade in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We're on TGFN Retro, and we're thankful that you're here. This is Trojan. I'm with Little Trojan here on the mic. We're having a blast.
I think it's worth mentioning, Troy. Seeds 1, 2, 3, 4 are our quarterfinalists.
And seeds 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the quarterfinals. And we have another goal. Alexei Zamnov, assisted by Timu Solani. He's getting an apple on the board here. That's the second goal for Zamnov. And you have your hat. I'm throwing your hat if there's a hat trick. Just get ready. It's not a hat trick yet. And Solani is out for the period. That's 2 minutes without the finish flash.
Well,
So who would you put in place of Solani, buddy?
I don't really know any players, so I just put the best overall player who plays that position.
That's not a bad strategy. You know, we start him young here in Green Bay. All right, here comes McLean. McLean to the wing to Cordell is intercepted by Evgeny Davidoff, who's now taken down. Here comes Cordell back, and he's got a breakaway opportunity. Thomas Steen over pursues, and now Phil House in the other direction.
If you're just joining us, there is a 6-point goal differential.
That is a great bit of information. If we get one more goal here, the game is over.
If it comes from Angry Jay.
Correct. Litster absolutely destroyed by Olesen. There's chiclets on the ice. We saw it. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first. Learn to speak. Been doing this all day. Ascenza to Housley. Housley to Steen. Steen deeks and goes straight on as we exit the second period. 5-0. I'm okay. This is full. When I'm done, I'll let you know.
I'm an ice cream cone. Well, yeah, the mic is. 'Cause
Ice cream cone, that sounds delicious. I don't think they do those here.
I would love that.
All right, Solani's back in the, I don't know if he sprained his toe or whatever. Here we go. Solani's back in, going for the deke, and no go. Litster bringing it back the other way. Litster brings it into the zone.
I gotta take a pause.
Evgeny Davidoff coming back the other direction here. Taken out by Litster, put into his own bench. Really, the glove should drop from that. And we have a 6-0 victory. Short side deke goal by Timu Solani, assisted by Alexei Zamnov and Phil Housley. And that is the end of game 1. Angry Jay triumphant over Ben and his Vancouver Canucks. Strike hard, strike first, no mercy.
Probably a joke. Stepping in the game
him too, huh?
But you are worse.
I have the rage in my soul.
That is a shock. I played Ben. Ben is a very good 94 player. I think Angry J is looking for this opportunity, who did not play well in the Genesis finals, who did take second place, looking for an opportunity to rebound from all of that. So what we're doing here is we're just waiting for the new matchups here. I hope the stream and everything sounds okay. If you have any feedback on that, certainly appreciate that. I know that Smaz was having some challenges, but I couldn't replicate it on my phone. That being said, let's see who is who. Who is Edmonton?
And another goal! Marty McSorley from Gretzky. Kings everywhere.
We're going to get some brass bonanza up in here. Actually, I guess they're playing in Edmonton. My apologies on that.
Did you just say brass banana?
Brass bonanza. Banana sounds delicious right now. Where are they? Edmonton Oilers.
There it is. There we go. And we're already underway here.
Well, they didn't waste much time. And we got a quick goal. That is Jeff Sanderson, assisted by Pat Verbeek, another apple for Sean Burke, the goalie, number 1. Sounded like Mort. But yeah, Mort is living up his dream of being an hockey announcer. He's like Kevin Weeks, only taller and less skilled at hockey. Shane Corson misses a pass. Bill Ranford gathers the puck, passes it up. Igor Kravchuk can't handle it. Neither can Petr Klima. And what a great goal, Andrew Castles. And it's 2-0.
I think
Angry
that was
J.
backhanded even.
Yes, it was. Carry it on here for me, would you?
You can't catch a puck, though, man.
No one can right now anyways.
I know, but you can't catch a puck.
So it sounds like Ryan is up on King Raff 4-1 in the first period on the Retro Sports Gamer channel stream. If you haven't checked that out, and some more 94 action is good here. Here comes Doug Waite. Doug Waite with the deke and scores. Can you push the camera so it's in there? I guess we're going to adjust the camera real quick here. Yep. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Thanks, gentlemen. All right, we want to get our players in the shots so you can see them. Both of these guys are very talented NHL 94 players. Mort is absolutely here. He was actually the last seed in the SNES tournament, but did very well in Genesis. It's a night and day thing. Really didn't have much time on this version. Bill Ranford feeds it up to. Let's see, Doug Waite, and we have another goal here from Angry J, Jeff Sanderson, Eric Weinrich, and Zarly Zalawski. Rest in peace. Yeah, that's a Mort sound bite right there. You're hearing.
Thanks, Darth. I appreciate that.
Love on the ref shirt. I love that. And another deke, but it pipes, and here comes Dave Manson. Sean Burke getting it done. Here comes Adam Burt. Castles. Verbeek misses the net. Adam Burt trying to go cross crease. We have an extra, Pat Verbeek there on the wing. End of the first period. 3-1 your score. Much more competitive game than game 1.
Absolutely, and we've been seeing more of that in SNES, where games are going to a third, or matches are going to a third game. This might be another one of those opportunities when we have players that are rated so close together.
That was so strange to hear about 2 different 6-0 games in the same series against one another.
Right?
But here comes Zarly Zalawski to Castles. Castles taken down by Klima. Klima coming down into the offensive zone, looking for an opportunity to feed her, maybe go cross crease. And it has taken Burke in front of the net.
Couldn't quite get a pass opportunity there.
Castles to Sanderson to Verbeek. Verbeek back to Zalawski, back to Verbeek. And is taken down. Here comes Adam Burt resetting the line. Up to Sanderson. Sanderson across the back of the net. Trying to go for the wraparound. Crashes with the goalie. We're going to have an interference penalty on Sanderson.
I know that, but I just meant the puck sitting there and you picking it up.
Well, Troy, another thing worth reminding the folks at home is how many games our players have been through so far today. We've been playing since about 10:30 this morning.
Correct. Once we kind of got the groups situated, losing my ability to use non-normalized accented Wisconsin dialect. It must be the long day here, but here comes. Each player has played probably 15 or more games of 94 today. Patterklima with the goal, we get a 3-2 game. It's very close now.
Well, and I mean, we're looking at 9 games right here just to be in these brackets. Plus, if they were in the previous brackets, that would have been another 9 games, plus the group play, which was 6 for Genesis, and 4 games here for SNES. I mean, that's a lot of play. Plus any pickup games they've played in between. I saw
Ranford!
Wow.
There's your ham sandwich. Here comes Doug Wade.
That is pain.
Oh my gosh. Here comes Sanderson. Does not beat Ranford to the far side. Igor Kravchuk to Doug Wade. Another pipe job. But you certainly got your money's worth if you came here today.
Oh my gosh, yes. And free pizza for everybody, all those amazing door prizes that you had.
Yeah, the starting lineups went quickly. All of that, the signed puck, Hank the Tank got that. Lord Manley's Cup, we're going to do a more formal presentation to King Raph for the Genesis version, which arrived just a little bit late today, but Charlie Bravo, an amazing job. We kind of just snuck out silently. I didn't want to make a big fuss about it, but he does amazing craftsmanship.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm forever in debt for him, to him for doing that.
Well, and let's not forget also the Consolation Genesis bracket. Got a SNES system, right?
Correct, SNES clone system. And then there was also another one of those given away as a door prize, as well as 2 of the 8-bit HD consoles.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah, we gave away a lot today.
Plus cash prizes for our winners.
Yes, there's literally dozens of dollars in the line. Actually, quite a bit because we had a pretty good...
dozens of dollars.
Well, when you have, 20 people, 30 people, in which most of them paid to be here.
Sure.
I want to say mid to high 20s paid to be here, $40.
Sure.
75% of that gets paid out. It's going to be a good payday. It does get split in half between the 2 tournaments. Oh, that was
ouch.
dirty. Koravu, I don't even know who that is, but Zalapsky and Sanderson getting on the Apple game. 3:18 remaining
Shorthanded
here.
also. A shorthanded goal.
Shorthanded advantage, 4-2. Hartford over Edmonton. Dave Manson looking for an answer here. Here comes Sanderson. Sanderson is Zalapsky. Zalapsky taking over center ice and intercepted by Shane Corson. The back pass not working out as intended. And here comes Shane Corson. And we got a 4-3 game just like that. You wonder does Ingrid J call timeout in this situation?
I don't know. Looking at him, he's so stoic there. I see no emotion on his face.
Well, he's got the goggles today. I know he's been battling some physical ailments. Something about when he comes to Green Bay tournaments, he loses his mind.
Sure.
And there's
Ouch.
another goal, but it's from the Hartford Whalers. Eric Weinrich, assisted by Castles.
It's the stone face of success.
Oh, there's a number of factors here, Darth Rockman, and this even in the version of this game. First thing, speed, size, and agility go a long way. Shot accuracy, shot power, checking ability. It all depends kind of situationally what your position player does. And there's a one-timer from Pat Verbeek. Castles with another apple. 6-3. This is getting out of hand. Angry J dangerously close to advancing here with 1:34 remaining. With Ben still not out of it. If he can win a face-off.
Yeah, right now it seems to be a possession.
And there's another goal, and there's your dagger at Castles
that
again.
Might be too much. That might be too much to come back from. And the issue I'm seeing a lot in this game is possession. Angry J is just holding that puck, and you can't score if you don't have the puck.
Angry J really just taking out his frustrations from the Genesis bracket on the Super Nintendo bracket. Who went undefeated until he met up against King Raph, who won the Genesis tournament earlier today. Verbeek almost adding another. 30 seconds remaining.
And here in the...
There's Petter Klima. We got Shane Corson and Bill Ranford with apples there. Not wanting to die is Ben. He's continuing to fight with 26 seconds remaining.
So this... I just want to put it out there. Jay has lost a game also in the SNES bracket. So
He has.
didn't just lose the finals. Here in the quarterfinals, he did have to go 2-1 in his match game. So he hasn't lost a match yet, but he has lost a game.
And Angry Jay triumphant here will be advancing to the finals, a 2-0 victory over Ben, who had a great series. Let's give it up for Ben. Had a great tournament. Apparently we're having a little trouble with the stream. Not sure what that was about. We are back live.
Penalty on Sanderson, a big blow. You want to go to the bench and make sure you're replacing the value. With these Tier 5 teams, the benches are not as deep. You need to make sure that you're not losing too much.
Here comes Adam Burt. We have a 1-0 game here if you're just joining us. Apparently we had a stream problem. Sean Burke with an amazing save. Here he goes to Zarly Zalapski. Zalapski trying to find a crease and is taken down. But Pat Verbeek recovers. Gagne takes it away, however. Enters the zone. Another save by Burt. Gagne takes it back. The quick one-timer. If you blinked, you missed it.
You know, it's sometimes hard to tell, Troy, but Dallas looks like they're skating a little faster to my eyes. I don't know if that's a home ice advantage. Hard to tell.
Well, Dallas is traditionally a good skating team. Where they lack is typically shot accuracy and good goaltending.
Then that makes sense with the action we're seeing.
Oh, and we got the short side. Deke Madonna finally gets it through. This time Burt and Burke can't get it done. 2-0.
Mike Madonna, a one-man team. That's nothing new when you're playing Dallas.
He is something special in this game. Russ Cordell can get it going too sometimes. Oh, and Castles hits it so hard he knocks the net off the marsh pegs.
Very bold manual play by King Raft. It did not pay off.
That's strange because we're getting picked up by the microphone here. Testing. Testing. We're showing us. You're talking about game audio or just speech audio? And we have another goal here from Dave Gagne, assisted by Mike Madonna, now getting in the Apple category. If you don't mind doing the play-by-play for a moment, I'm going to make sure our stream is coming through on our feed here.
Gagne losing to Zalapski. Zalapski taking stars up. Broken up. Madonna regains. Past the blue line.
Well, problem averted. We apologize that you missed portion of the first championship game. Not sure how that came about. Thank you, Jer. Appreciate the update on the stream. And looks like we have a 3-0 victory for King Raff.
Check that 3-1 Dallas over Hartford.
Oh, correction, 3-1. Thank you for that. Charlie, who is part of the awesome group of Chicago guys, first-time attendees here at the Barry Melrose Place 94 tournament. Glad you made it up. And surprisingly very informative and educational on the microphone to the viewers here.
Thank you, Troy. In my past life, I taught 7th grade.
7th grade was a good time.
When you're the kid, not when you're the teacher.
Oh, yeah, because we all know more than the teacher because we're 13.
When you're 13, you're invincible.
Absolutely.
In Game 2, it looks like we have Vancouver and Winnipeg coming up, two of the more popular teams for these two players.
Winnipeg is AJ.
Now, if you thought that first game was a little bit gritty, a little bit boring, you're going to see some fireworks here with the likes of Pablo Bure, Cliff Ronning, Courtnall. We might see some Trevor Linden. We may not. That's considered personal taste. Courtnall known for a little bit more speed. Linden sometimes a bigger player.
I'm looking forward to seeing Phil Housley.
Phil Housley, I believe he's a very good stick handler.
Well,
Very high rating.
He's just a very speedster out of the defensive lineup for the Jets. So you already have Solani. You've got the stable wingers in Zamnov and Evgeny Davidov.
I mean, Bure and Solani in the middle. This is what we want to see in the finals.
Fireworks coming in here. Game 2. AJ down 1 game to King Raff. Evgeny Davidov looking for the deke. And looks like it wasn't quite handled there by McLean. And Bure now looking for a deke, and he has it in. King Raff with the deke. Pavel Bure, 1-0. King Raff over Angry Jay in the first.
Always tough when you're going from a lower tier to a higher tier. It's hard to react to the speed. Sometimes you get nervous with that manual goalie.
Essenza up to Solani, who's got some traffic around him. We'll see if he does get taken down. In fact, looks like Lidster takes him down. Lume is trying to take him down. Somehow he gets back up, and he's got the puck again. Here comes Solani, short side, taken down by McLean. Lume to Pavel Bure, and Essenza is there. Essenza feeds it up to Evgeny Davidoff, and we have ourselves a goal assisted by Timo Solani. And DT from B-Town is cheering on the Canucks, but we have a tie game 1-1 here in Winnipeg.
With Winnipeg, you're seeing AJ's characteristically very sharp cuts, and you're seeing the real offensive ability he brings to the game.
Evgeny Davidoff on the wing. Tries to go back to Housley. It is mishandled. Evgeny recovers it, resets the line. Comes across center ice. Solani already in the offensive zone and is smoked by Lidster. Lidster loses it, but gets it back to Bure. Bure to Ronning, intercepted by Zamnov, and now we have a breakaway. Evgeny Davidoff cross ice. Zamnov cross to the extra attacker and is taken down, and we have a delayed penalty cross check from Jeff Courtnall. And Doug Lidster, we got a 2-for-1. Normally pay double for that kind of action.
What a good value.
That's what you get here in Green Bay. We're not only going to do something or buy something, we're going to tell you what we paid for it. We tell you we got a good deal.
I love it.
That's what we do here in Wisconsin.
Hey, coming soon, Big Chest Brown.
Pavel Bure going against 4. Why not? Essenza up to Thomas Steen. Thomas Steen could not quite feed Zamnov, who had a breakaway opportunity. I don't know who number 5 is. You might want to help me out. Here comes Housley. Cross iced it. Steen. McLean didn't over pursue on that manual goalie there. That was really nice.
And AJ always in control, always under control on offense as well.
And there's the short side from Alexei Zaminoff, the eventual Chicago Blackhawk, assisted by Steen and Olofsson. He likes to put Frederick Olofsson in instead of, God, who's the starting defender besides Housley there? Is it Olofsson by default?
No, that is a change.
I'm trying to remember who the default is. Well, if you know in chat, maybe you know. No, you don't. Okay, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, but we got ourselves a 2-1 game, and Angry Jay with the lead here, I think for the first time in the series.
Teppo Numanen is the other starter.
That's
for
right.
Winnipeg.
Thank you so much.
Pretty low rating.
Number 27, right?
Yeah, I believe he's under 60.
Always a good thing to look through your lineups when you're playing a 5-skater rule, no line changes. Put your best 5 skaters on the ice and see what happens. Jyrki Lumi misses. Thomas Steen going, and he's got that deke. We got a 3-1 game. Thomas Steen on assist here. We got a timeout possibly coming, or even a edit line here.
I wonder how King Raff feels about McLean's goaltending right now. We've seen some hot and cold goaltending from McLean over the course of this tournament with different players in different situations.
They are in Winnipeg, which I'm sure is going to give some penalties to Vancouver. King Raff, possibly for the first time in this tournament, looking a little more vulnerable.
Well, I believe he suffered his first loss in the semifinals. So sometimes when you're invincible and you realize you're not, that changes everything.
Blitzer with the monster check. Here comes Trevor Linden. And it's up to Zamnoff. He's dangerously close to his own guy here. Goes across to Steen, but there's too many bodies in the way, and here comes Linden again. Linden to Bure, who's now in the wing instead of the center. And he gets absolutely crushed. Steen to Zamnoff. Zamnoff behind the net. Back the other direction.
Now, Bure had started the game in the middle. Now we have Linden in the middle. Is that an injury issue, or is that a choice by King Raff?
Might be a little more meat in the middle. Maybe he wants Bure to come off on the side. Oh, and a pipe. He had an open net there, but Solani could not finish the deal. Asenza recovers the puck. On to Housley. Housley trying to beat the line here, and now we got a Linden breakaway potential.
There's the meat we're talking about. He's the kind of guy to meet Housley. And
he beats him on the far side. Glove side even, and we got a 2-3 game.
That's in-game management. It's a short game. You have to make choices, commit to them, and change the style.
Trevor Linden certainly making an impact here, and now we've got another breakaway. We're seeing at the face-off circle already there's some chaos brewing.
The speed of this game is picking up.
Ronning trying to go across to Ronning because if you overcommit with that manual goalie, sometimes you leave the back door open. I've suffered that quite a bit. Here comes Halsey just trying to get into the zone. Just taken away by Jyrki Lume, and now he's got the deke going on. Oh, here's a breakaway, Solani. Not a lot of options. The defenders got there in a hurry. There's a lot of speed on the ice right now. The skating is incredible.
If you're an elite player, you're great at manual goalie, and you're great on the breakaways.
Alexei Zamnov with some, and he ran out of time, but there was a breakaway between there. 2-3 as we enter into the third period of Game 2. This is exciting, folks.
Of course, AJ needs to maintain this lead to force a Game 3, whereas King Raff looking to come back and close out for the title.
And here we are, Trevor Linden to Pavel Bure, and he gets the goal. Back to Linden. It was a quick one-timer.
Man, Linden looks slow, but he's getting the job done, isn't he?
He sure is. We got a 3-3 game, and it is tied. 4:49. That was only 11 seconds. Tell you off the face-off, these guys are master of the 11-second goal.
I do a lot of things in 11 seconds, Troy.
We'll have to talk about them on the on a different rated show potentially. I'm not sure, but I'll just take your word for it. Here comes Trevor Linden. Pavel Bure tried to get to that same one-timer, but just couldn't fit it in there. And now we got the deke. Short side by Solani. It was almost too obvious he didn't manual to it, and we have a 4-3 game.
AJ is great at carrying the puck at top speed without getting poked.
Here comes Housley. Dipsy Dude trying to get a McLean option. Zamnov with a one-timer, and here comes Lister. Lister wants it. And we got a one-timer. We got a 4-4 game. Pavel Bure all the way coast to coast. McLean to Lister to Bure.
I've been impressed by Kings Raff's awareness of where his players are, filling that slot for the one-timer. Excellent goal. Great fundamental playing.
This is incredible SNES play, and these are guys that are known for the Genesis prowess. I'm excited to watch their development in this version of the game. Here comes Housley.
King Raff's awareness of the ice is unparalleled, and AJ's overall elegance on offense is always tops.
Housley to Olofsson. We got a delayed penalty. And we got a short side deke, a 5-4 game, and Angry Jay with 2:38 remaining in the third period.
You've got Olofsson, a player who doesn't even start, inserted into the game. Great patience to put that on the other side of the net.
Jyrki Lume. Linden, Bure with the attempt at putback, could not finish the deal. Zamnov trying to create some space. Lets it go, and we're going to have probably icing here if Olofsson can touch up. We do. It's 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Icing call. And we'll have a face-off in the Vancouver zone. Ronning with a potential breakaway. Housley catches up in a hurry. Lidster with a one-timer, but right in front is Asensa. Evgeny Davidov taken down from behind, and now we got a 2-on-1. Thought there might have been a penalty shot opportunity there, but it did not get called.
No beep.
Bure is just unbelievable, and that's a hat on the ice.
Only a few players in the game can do that kind of pirouette and just dance in front of the net and just beat any goaltender. And Bure's one of them.
Olofsson with a massive check. Taken down by Linden. 20 seconds remaining. We might be looking at overtime here. 3, 2, 1, and this is overtime.
We are getting what we paid for here, sports fans.
Free hockey. Linden to running, taken down by Zamnov. Zamnov leading the charge. Evgeny Davidov looking for a follow-up. It was Zerma McLean standing tall right in the center of the shot. Bure going for the deke. Huge save by Asensa. Olofsson misses. This is an opportunity here. And he pipes it. Are you kidding me? That would have been the tournament. Evgeny Davidov loses it to Linden. Linden now carrying it and loses again behind to Lidster. Lidster to Evgeny. Short side attempt. Linden with a breakaway. Olofsson short side cutoff. And here comes Evgeny Davidov.
No one's holding for a face-off.
Housley to Evgeny, to Zamnov, who was just crushed into the boards. And back to Linden. 3-on-1, 3-on-2, 4-on-3. There goes Davidoff. Davidoff to Solani. Solani looking for a deke. Lets it go. Resets. Gets the rebound. Back to Housley. Housley to Davidoff. Finally to the zone. Here comes the deke, and it does not get by. Here comes Ronning. Cliff Ronning taken down by the defenseman. Phil Housley. Here comes Zamnov with the one-timer. Almost trickling in between the legs there. And Solani just checked someone into their own bench. And we got the short side deke. Timo Solani survives, and that is your game.
We are going to game 3.
This is unbelievable.
A great tactical game by AJ. King Raff made some changes. He brought Linden into the middle, put Pavel on the outside. It paid off, but AJ really was on top of his game offensively.
Well, that was a treat to watch. I'm really glad that we got the remainder of that game on stream. It sounded like we had a little trouble initially, but
I just see a different comfort in AJ's game when he has some more offensive firepower. The trust in Housley on defense, and then Solani's just overall brilliance in the middle. Now we're seeing the guys pick tiers for game 3. We have a tier 1 matchup here.
All right, so who is King Raff playing as?
I am Boston.
King Raff is going to Beantown with the Boston Bruins.
Probably going to see some Ruzicka, possibly some Glenn Wesley in the lineup.
Ruzicka, of course, not typically starting on line 1.
Correct. Usually with Joe Janot, you're just a little light for this play style. And if you would ask one of the best players out there, in Anatar, all the way from Canada, he's just a stellar player, and he's the one that clued me into that particular line change. You know, Joe Janot is actually a really solid player in the Genesis version, but it's someone who doesn't find the ice too often in this version.
Good point.
Okay, so great stuff. Hey, it looks like Jer is hanging out from us. DT from B-Town, appreciate you being here as well. Anyone else is in the stream, go ahead and sign off. Let us know that you're here. Hopefully everything sounds and looks great. Apologies again for that technical glitch.
And we are seeing Cam Neely in the middle, Ruzicka coming in on the right, and Oates moving from center to left wing, and Wesley coming on D as you predicted, Troy.
All right. Well, here we go. Game 3, as we wanted. Scam Neely at center. I've got Worms.
Too many Hall of Famers out here to count.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Ruzicka could not get it. Crossfield to Neely. Adam Oates in the center. Taken down. Kevin Stevens. This is not the Genesis version. Oh, we got a chase here. Oh, it does not go in. Andy Moog recovers. Excuse me. That was... my apologies. I'm getting the colors are really throwing me off here.
We've got
that was Andy Moog.
We've got Boston and white. Yeah, Andy Moog in the goal, yes.
235s in this color scheme is going to throw me off at the goalie. It's going to make me flip my brain. And we have a one-timer from Ruzicka on the side there, assisted by Adam Oates and Cam Neely. King Raff takes the early lead, 1-0.
You wonder if Raff has inserted Ruzicka for shot accuracy, perhaps?
You know, I never really got the reasoning why he, other than just, I think he was a little more durable out there. But
very durable player. You can really trust him with the puck, like the rest of the Bruins lineup.
Glenn Wesley unable to get there. Kevin Stevens here with an opportunity. Jarmo Jágr taken down by Ruzicka almost immediately.
Boston, of course, too heavy of a team for Genesis, really, but they bring a lot to the table in Super Nintendo.
Andy Moog passes it off. Excuse me. Screwed it up again. Here we go. Jarmo Jágr on the wing.
Barrasso, yes.
Thank you, Tom Barrasso. The deke was open there. Barrasso feeds it out, and we have Ruzicka again. Here comes Lemieux. Lemieux to Jágr. Jágr trying to get across, just fighting the hold. DeBork giveth, DeBork taketh away, all the way to Ruzicka. Ruzicka with the short side. Looked like it might have been there, but it bounces off to the side, and here comes Kevin Stevens. And the one-timer to Mario Lemieux. We got a hockey game here, 1-1.
Pretty rare that we don't say Mario's name until that last minute of the first period, but he shows why he's sometimes considered the best player in the entire game.
Well, we saw that first game that there was no whistles. There were no whistles at all until the conclusion of that period. That was something special. Samuelson coming up and across the line here. And
I think elite players want to keep the pressure on and try to catch their opponent off guard. Both of these guys do that so well. I think that explains why we don't see a lot of whistles.
Over and over and over. 5 minute here in the second. Starting off here, Oates to Neely. And we got a deke past Barrasso. And we got a 2-1 game. King Raff. That didn't take long. Again, that chaos at the beginning of a face-off. It's hard to get your bearings.
The face-offs could be considered a weakness in Super Nintendo, Troy. Sometimes it feels like your guys just run away and the other player has a free breakaway.
In a game last year, I think I scored 7 goals in a minute 30 on someone because of that. And they couldn't defend the short side deke. So when they just you have that alley, it's tough to deal with. But
sure, not ideal in my opinion.
And there's Ron Francis, from Yarmouth Yager, and we got a 2-2 game.
Pittsburgh's got more than their first line. Okay, you have guys like Francis that can come off the bench and produce.
Francis is actually a preferred starter on the front line for the Genesis version. And there's Francis again, bang bang. He actually is he a Hall of Famer? He's very high. He is. Okay, I'm getting the confirmation.
A lot of points in his career.
And now we have the one-timer from Cam Neely, and we have a 3-3 game. This is unbelievable, just back and forth. These players are just...
You're seeing higher scoring games with elite teams because the players are so proficient.
Oates gets taken down. Kevin Stevens now return the fielder. Wesley to Oates. Oates being held. Flips it up, and now we have up to Kevin Stevens. Samuelson into the zone, loses it. Here comes Neely. Really nothing doing there, but Neely intercepts the puck. Ruzicka with a one-timer attempt. Wesley with the check. Wesley in the zone. Misses the pass. Here comes Jaromir Jagr. Cross ice to Super Mario. Super Mario loses it. Here comes Oates. Taken down by Samuelson. We have a penalty. Samuelson's going to take 2 minutes for roughing at 2:02 remaining in the second period. 3-3 game here. Barry Melrose plays NHL94 tournament here for the Super Nintendo.
Both players settling in now and a lot more action mid-ice. Not too many scoring attempts in the past minute or two.
Charlie, which one of these two teams do you prefer to play with?
Pittsburgh's the best team in Super Nintendo, Troy.
Well, that answers that question. Here we go. Jaromir Jagr across the blue line, taken down by Bork.
I think Ray Bork heard me.
Well, I won 2 games as the Bruins against the Pens today, but the hat trick from Cam Neely, and now we have a 4-3 game.
King Raff really favoring Cam Neely today, using Neely and Ruzicka together over and over tonight.
And cross ice one-timer to Jagr.
You can't let Mario dance, okay? Whatever he does it with precision.
Got a 4-4 game, 14 seconds here remaining in the second period. Kevin Stevens with the face-off, and we have the short die deke. Almost goes in, and Wesley returns as the period ends. We got a 4-4 game. Third period in to decide in Game 3. Let's give these competitors a round of applause.
This is the best. It's 2 of the top teams in the game. It's a tier 1. We have the 2 best players in the room doing what they do best. I love it.
Oates to Ruzicka on the wing. And we got a 5-4 game. Ruzicka with another goal, assisted by Adam Oates. 4:32 remaining. face-off factor coming in play again. Samuelson with a nice cutoff check there. Murphy trying to recover. He misses it. And now finally Yager's got it. Yager is intercepted by Neely. Neely taken down by Super Mario. Super Mario looking for Yager. He finds him. And the one-timer in the crease to Super Mario. And we got a 5-5 game.
You can't stop that. King Raph's vision again. Outstanding. He scores a lot of those
Well, that was
backdoor
actually
one-timers.
That was an angry J goal. As was that one.
Excuse me, Troy.
No, it's okay. But both their vision's unbelievable. We have just the eliteness of the skill set from these players is unbelievable. Murphy to Yager. And just like that, we have a 6-5 game. Charlie, you're doing great knowledge educating. And here's another goal. And it's time for a timeout, Murphy.
Kevin Stevens doesn't get a lot of love with these lineups, but a huge goal there, showing that he can finish when he needs to.
Kevin Stevens a proficient scorer in his own right in his career.
Absolutely.
And a pipe
Rizika
job.
off the pipe. Wow.
Here comes another breakaway. The Bork give it the Bork, take it away, and the pipe and Moog come back to the with Wesley.
The iron unkind.
Fitting to Yager. Super Mario goes down. Luckily, Murphy is there. Behind the net. 2-goal deficit here.
AJ holding the puck, waiting for the right moment, the right fill.
Get the puck, though. I'm dead.
A lot of fighting here.
About 30 seconds of possession here.
Finally taken down. Here comes Ray Bork. Loses the puck. Here comes Jaromir Yager. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute. Super Mario coming the other direction. Rizika up to Neely. Loses the puck. Here comes Bork. Bork to Oates. And we got a goal with 9 seconds left. This game is not over.
9 seconds, plenty of time to score. Typically 8 seconds is the fastest goal you'll see in league play. Either one of these guys can score in 9
Interesting
seconds.
he didn't pull his goalie there. Oh, and there it is. And that is your game and the championship to Angry J 93, who takes the Super Nintendo tournament from King Raph, who did win the Sega Genesis tournament. What a great tournament for both of these players. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to get a group picture, and we're going to get an interview for you shortly, but hang tight with us as we get that for you. Great job. Your champion for Super Nintendo, Angry J 93. You almost didn't make it here today. Come on, give it up. Get your trophy. Guys, just get a group picture for everyone who's left here. I'm going to get these guys to take some pictures from Hunter. Nice job, man. I get it.
Good job.
Guys, get cozy. Get in here.
All right, boys. Try and get. Yeah, cozy. That's where I'm cozy. Get in there. Blackhawk shirt.
Look at all these sexy bitches. Is anyone smoking right now?
Hey.
Wait, my son's out playing VR. I know, I'll just get it down. Roll it.
Yeah, come on, man.
I was concerned you were flipping out the camera. No.
Exactly. That's not a lot of fun in the air. What is this?
Basically, all I need to do is I need to get Tim paid up on tabs. Other than that, oh, of course it's him.
Shield, did you leave your wallet in the car? Okay, I do want to get Angry J on real quick. Angry J.
Yes, Charlie.
Ladies and gentlemen, probably mostly gentlemen, I am with the one, the only, Angry freaking J93. How you doing?
Feeling a lot better than I was after the Sega Genesis tournament.
Where's that what's that trophy of yours?
Let me go grab it.
Yeah, we got to show the fans what they've been missing. All right, so this is Lord Manley's Cup. This is the camera. Let's get that. I can hold that up to the camera. Jeez, this thing is heavy. It's even heavier than the last one.
You got to be a man to hoist it.
Well, I am not. That's why it's Manley's Cup.
That's why I got to use two hands.
Yeah. Ooh, that's what she said. Unbelievable, just the circumstance. I just want to paint the picture for people. Let's make sure we get you. They don't care about me so much here. Okay, so Angry J93 with Lord Manley's Cup, and we're going to move the beverage. That's thanks to the Trojan Jr. doing a little bit of broadcasting there. He was being the diva, had to be hydrated while he was doing it. Back to the championship. You were almost not here today.
Yeah, it was a close call. I had some tight connections, and I showed up actually an hour late. And if it weren't for you picking me up at the airport, I would have been even later. So I want to thank you again for helping me out, get here and play some hockey today.
Well, hey, I was happy to do it. I was just like, let's get this guy here. I felt like... So we have the streak going. I mean, this is your fourth consecutive Edge of 94 tournament here in Wisconsin, here in Green Bay. So, I mean, for you to miss it, to me, would just be an absolute travesty.
Yeah, I don't want to be left out of these tournaments. I love coming to Green Bay every year and participating in this tournament. I've been here since day one, like you said, and I loved it then, and I've been trying to spread the word just like you do and get more people here, and we've been very successful doing that, and we've had a tournament just like we had today.
Well, we had a great search from the East Coast. We have Mike Garden, who joined us this year, but the biggest notable thing was the array of players from Chicago, which just floored me with their ability and really took it to a level that I mean, it looked like in multiple cases they may have been the ones that could have been playing in this championship game.
Absolutely. They had all the skills needed to take this down today. I ran into a few of them. They're all excellent players. I mean, one of them took Raph to the brink in the semifinal. I love that they came out here, that they found us, and I hope they keep coming to not just this tournament, but also future tournaments, because I think they can be very competitive.
Well, and they're doing a number here. I feel just awful. They're doing it right now for me. They're literally moving all of my equipment over into the adjacent space. So I feel like I have to buy a round or something. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, they're great dudes. I mean, they're an amazing find. And that's what this community is all about, finding more amazing people to participate in these tournaments and make this community stronger.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations. You're going to get some digital money coming your way. It won't be Bitcoin.
Well, I'll try to figure out how to get PayPal payments. I know I still have
We'll
last
figure it out,
year's,
brother.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to owe you like a car payment pretty soon. This is good. Or a rent or something. We had some challenges, and so essentially his entry was just comped as a result. So you finished second in the Super Nintendo. I'm sorry, the Sega Genesis, and first in the Super Nintendo. Which one of these was more important to you today?
The Sega Genesis was the only one I was thinking about. It was the one I was training for, so it's disappointing. But, I mean, Raph, he played fantastic earlier in the Sega Genesis. I can't take anything away from what he did. He played great defense. That's probably some of the best defense I've ever seen him play, so I want to take my hat off to him. He was fantastic. But I've never won a Super Nintendo. I've come second in several tournaments, so this will definitely go onto my mantle, this Lord Manley Cup, and I'm proudly display because this was a fantastic win, and I hope everybody enjoyed watching these games.
A fantastic win for a fantastic player and a fantastic guy. Thanks for being out here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, just one little fine thing. Looks like you say great job, Greg, looking fly. Thanks for the show, guys. John Vorsinger. See you in the next one. It sounds like you might be one of the friends from some of the Chicago guys. We'll hope you make it next year. And guys like Jared Corbett, maybe Chaos even, and hopefully anyone else that was watching all day long, we'll hope that you'll make it. This is Trojan with Angry Jay. Let me get my son on camera here real quick. Little Trojan was on the mic today, kind of volunteering.
Did a great
Trooper,
job.
he was here all day long enduring all this old people playing 94. So thanks to him for just being an awesome kid. I got nothing else to say.
Yeah, I had a blast. Thank you for throwing this. I mean, I think everybody had a fantastic time, and I look forward to next year.
Awesome. Thanks for being here. All right, we're out. Have a good night. 94 forever. 94 saves lives, says Trent Dilfer. Take care.